What happened last time in Dark Sun? Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time since I did it, so I'll fucking do it.
That's true. Strong start.
Why did I say that? Wait.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So we started in the cave. We began in a cave. We awoke outside of a cave. Right outside of a cave. No, inside a cave. We awoke in a cave, waking up after the previous battle, most of us dead, one of us not. And before the wake up time happened, there was a little bit of party thievery that occurred. Teensy weensy bit of party thievery occurred, and then I believe that is when a scolding took place. Because is that not it? Was that the later part? Right, no scolding happened. We were all sad after the thievery.
Yeah, you guys were sad because someone died.
Yeah, so then we left the cave. We were real sad about it. Burial of our dearly departed Tasik occurred. We all said some words, some more than others. Consensus being he was a good friend. Now he's dead.
Yeah. At least one of those is true.
But, when a door is closed, someone opens a window and a bird flies in, and we were gifted a bird as a slave.
As they say.
Which was cool. Freed the bird, though, because if you love it...
Set it free.
Yeah.
Song there.
Yeah, and then the bird was like, hey, maybe I'll hang out with you guys. Maybe I'll just be a bird with you dudes. And we were like, yeah, whatever. We just lost a dude, so somehow this kind of works out. So we had a bird. We took a nap.
Yep.
We went back into the cave. We're like, all right, well, this cave killed our friends. We're gonna fucking kill this cave.
Yep.
We walked in. Bodies gone. Everybody gone. Just nothing. Nothing. Weird. Really weird thing. So we went deeper into the cave. We found two. So there was like, in the big bad fight where we lost Asik, there was this boss monster.
Yeah.
And then we ran into two of those boss monsters.
Right.
And so we had a little bit of a scuffle in which literally everyone had gone down, I think, at one point or another, and had to be revived through magic and warlordery and all sorts of fuckery. But we did it. We succeeded. Brilliant. Good job. But we heard chanting. Someone was going, hey, yo, and so we were like, all right, well, time. We got a time limit here, right? So we gotta get moving.
Like all good entrepreneurs, you had to shut down the drum circle.
That's right. That's right. We're like, all right, look, we gotta make this happen now. No time to rest. No time to breathe. No time to heal. No time to do anything. Let's just go.
Did you regret this decision?
That comes later.
Okay.
Like pretty quickly though, but like, yeah.
But
like later.
Not quite at that moment.
But still later. So we went ahead. We had probably what's going to be the only successful stealth roll of the game, and our bard crept forward and crept back and was like, yeah, there's like a lot of guys over there, like a lot of dudes. And we're like, all right, well, this is good. So let's send you in by yourself, and we'll wait over here by the entrance. And we agreed that's a good idea. So the bard went in there and did that, and then everyone knew we were there and attacked us.
Yeah.
So it was a bunch of normal dudes, and then a really creepy dude, and a big pile of bodies inside of an altar that I think was glowing, or else I thought it was something. No, there was just fire, big altar, not altar, but like a symbol thing. It was a big ritual mess thing. So we went there. They stopped chanting once we got there, at least.
Right.
We started a big old fight. The big boss guy had a cool necklace. It was like the Jurassic Park necklace.
Oh, I love it.
But then he kept like killing his dudes and making them into worse things.
You can make your pun.
Jurassic Park? They don't know what it looks like though, so it's not as funny to them.
Well, it looks like a piece of amber with a bug in it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So
I was giving him one. All right. He's not gonna get any more. That's it.
Pity pun. That's a pity pun.
Fine.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
All right.
All
right.
All right. So like he like killed one of his dudes. We were like, all right, yeah, he's killing his own. But then like all these mouths and eyes came out of it in a big pool.
Yeah.
And that was pretty bad news for us. He did some other weird stuff. He made us all glow and glittery for a while. He like threw glitter on us.
I will tell you this:
and then
before the mouths and eyes, it was a deadly encounter.
Yeah, but that even the odds though. Miles
Yeah, I
and
lowered
Yeah,
the
that's-
CR for sure.
That's right. It's a liability for him.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, he made us glowy. We kept having to mysteriously save against things that we kept succeeding on, so we have no idea what that might have been.
That's true.
You failed once.
Yeah, one of us failed. It was a scary bunch of mouths and eyes, I guess.
Yep.
So, things were going really well. And then they got better when this big rock hand came out of the dead bodies went away, and a big hole was there, and then a big hand came on out of that hole. Like someone from the other side was doing one of these.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just
keep
these.
going. I like it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Thank you.
To the elbow.
Right.
And
Scene from Ace Ventura when he's coming out of the rhino. That's
Right.
exactly.
yeah, just like
Mm-hmm.
there you go.
Yep. My
okay.
dad was a vet. He lost his wedding ring that way one time. Real story.
In a rhino.
No. Real story. I had to go find it. That was my job.
Jesus.
Mom was pissed. And Dad was like, Dennis, you're coming with. And I'm like, ugh.
Good news, Dennis. your small, slender child arms have a use for me.
They're ideal for searching through afterbirth. Anyway.
I get that a lot. Yeah. All right. So
Continue.
So we did this. We killed all the little baby Hedgekin. We killed the big thing with the mouths and eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That was all fine. Things became much less fun very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
One of us got turned into a newt. Several of us died.
Mm-hmm.
Like we knocked down real hard.
Yeah, you weren't dead though.
And yeah, we weren't mostly dead. And
I'm
then
not dead yet.
yeah, only mostly dead. Then we barely there was a little bit of like okay, got you little help, and then Strasza very barely won and saved the day again. Beat up the big rock hand, beat up the big guy, just punched that hole to the abyss into infinity, and we're good. Everything was fine then. And Newt Boy stopped being a newt, but then turned into an unconscious bird.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was thrown into the hand, if you'll recall.
Yeah, the hand grabbed him.
Yeah.
The hand had him, and then he stopped being a newt, and then he very quickly turned into an unconscious bird.
That's
from
right.
there.
Mm-hmm.
He was
The
magic into
rapid
one.
change of forms.
Yeah, and then we started to wake up. So Strassa's like chilling, doing her homes and whatever, and then we piece by piece wake up. Faldir was the first. There's when the scolding happens.
Yeah,
She
there it
said,
is.
Don't do it
Yep,
again.
right there.
I'm gonna give this to you, but I don't want you to use it. But I'm gonna give it to
You're
you,
grounded.
but don't
Yeah,
use it
basically.
anymore.
You're evil
Mama
slime.
Strasza is pissed.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad. We made a deal with some cat. Now Milo and I have to give up stuff and
All
souls
sorts
and
of
whatever.
bullshit and come on.
It's very naughty. It's all because of your slime, mister.
That's right.
Is the gist. Then we all woke up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we all left, and then we all had a nap.
All
I
these
think. No,
things
we all had a nap inside. We didn't leave. We just woke up and then had a nap.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's correct.
Like
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Like, that's living right there.
Absolutely.
My quote from last session is just dark sun selfie with zero context.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember this.
Yeah,
I have no idea when that happened. It was I wrote it down right before we met Kled or Kleb, whichever his name is, Kled.
Mm-hmm. So listen, we're not gonna retrace our steps. We're just gonna move forward on that one. I know you're all thinking about it, but does anyone have anything else they'd like to add to that summary?
I took the necklace.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Faldir has the amulet.
That's true. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to add? Okay. With that said, Milo, you go ahead and get your 1 point of inspiration. That's right. This is very important. I need something to keep everyone happy during the games. This is...
Yeah. This is the part that keeps us coming back.
You
This
muted,
song.
you muted yourself, Dan, but I'm sure what you said was very cunning and incisive.
Yeah, it was about how we start up here and then we go down there, but now I'm sad because I spilled my nerds.
Oh no, everything's
Down
fucked.
here.
Everything.
We're already down here. Like there is.
God, it's a sudden drop. It's a rapid
God
descent.
damn it!
And we already
Literally
have the
and
quote from
metaphor.
this session.
It's a rapid descent.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I was about to say that's not an easy mess to clean up.
No.
This is gonna take. This is my task the rest of the game. You guys play D&D. I'm gonna be down here.
Like
Okay.
counting rice.
All right. All right. So, you guys endured the battle, and all of you are sort of coming to in the cave. This sort of dark area. No longer unconscious. Many of you with battle scars.
Oh shit! Yeah, we got real fucking scarred up.
Yeah, y'all are fucked up from this adventure.
Yeah, like we are just a rough-looking crew.
Yeah, exactly. I will be nice and say for those of you who are who want to limit, I will say you can have, like, if you fail a death save, I will say that instead of every time you fail, you can limit it to 1 per adventure, if you prefer. Right. So
Not
this,
fan.
but if you guys want to go ahead and just keep all your fuck-uppery, like I know Milo does.
Oh yeah.
That's part of his charm. His rugged. Milo is gonna look like Vash the Stampede when he takes off his shirt, which is a reference some of you got. And
I got it.
I'm proud of you.
I don't get it. I just laughed. I don't know.
That's fine. Google it. It looks rough. That's a good show. You should watch it. Legato Blue Slumbers is a really cool villain, and I want to be like him with you guys. So anyway, see, Sean's thinking about it. It's great. Anyway, so you guys come to in this cave, having a short rest. I do need to do something.
Wait, was it a short rest or a long rest?
I don't know. Was it
We
long
were-
or short?
We were going for long.
I thought we were long resting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I put in my character sheet, but then I was like, wait, shit, I've done everything wrong.
Because I reset everything.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
we got a long rest.
So let me ask you this impossible question. What day is it?
Hold on.
I can't see the sky. I don't know.
I was trying to do math earlier, so... I think, in theory, it is the 14th of Breeze.
And you would be
14th or...
I'm sorry,
Oh,
what?
sweet.
You were correct.
That means it's orc.
I don't know. I'm looking up that. I have a calendar, so I don't have to scratch my head on such problems. That's just a fun issue that you guys get to enjoy. That's part of your game. You know?
Maximize our enjoyment.
That's right. I'm here to help. So there's that. And then... Why isn't it doing what I want it to do? This is very important. Oh, I see why. Because I did a bunch of shit that I didn't mean to do. Come here. Bam! Bam! Now we're talking. Alright, so... I will tell you what day it is soon. Very soon. So, it's Breeze. It is indeed Orc. Congratulations. Also, I can write
2
notes.
points of inspiration.
I can write notes on this. Ah, cool. Hold on. Anyway, but yeah. Today is indeed Orc. So, you guys wake up. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah.
I would say the fires on on the skulls of various creatures have died down.
That's a good sign.
There's sort of a a heavy ash that kind of clings to the ground and to your bodies, basically, since you slept in this this small cave that of which had these fires lit in them.
Well, suppose we should go.
Yes, I think so. Hope we don't get ambushed by these giants on the way out.
We'll tell them the good news. I'm sure they'll let us go.
Sure, buddy. Let's go.
All right.
Yes.
So, you guys make your way out, hobbling out into the incredibly bright sunlight. It's still early morning, but the light is, it's almost oppressive as you step outside, as you guys have been underground for quite some time now. You probably feel much better, Birdman Shoe, as you are
Person.
now. And sort of the open sky is now visible to you.
Definitely. First thing he does is he unfurls his wings and just flaps a couple times.
Yeah, dust and dirt kind of kick up. And the giants, there's a pair of guards standing there outside watching you guys make your way out. Certainly a more battered crew than what walked in. One of them looks to you and says in giant, so only Shrasa understands this, but he says, did you kill the one who calls?
I just respond in giant. We did.
Do you have proof?
I mean, I can
Wait,
go
I
back
don't.
in there and get proof if you need it. But
Yeah.
he's dead.
We totally have proof.
Did you take his head? Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
took
yeah.
his head. Oh, yeah, then
That creepy grinning face.
I just gesture at
Yes.
grinning head.
Creepy grinning face, as they say,
I call that Mr. Smiley.
Mr. Smiley. Yeah,
Smilo.
Dark sun emojis.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, just a reminder.
Yeah, look at
That's
that face.
Yep.
He's got a perfect little holder too, like that little rat
That
tail
rat
there.
tail. Yeah,
Exactly.
good stuff.
So, absolutely. So, he looks and runs off, making his way back into the camp. After some time, you see a sort of small retinue coming from the camp. These giants leading the way. Sort of in the front, you can see this one giant who stands above the rest. This massive, hulking fella, wearing across his chest this sort of segmented chitinous plate. He's got this sort of mohawk that runs up the center of his head, and he's sort of gripping this axe that of which seems to have almost been blunted from use. That would take that, like, even if Milo were to use two hands, he would struggle to wield it. Shrasa, you of course recognize
Yeah.
this man, and he comes and looks to you, specifically Shrasa, and he says, "Have you done your deed?
We have.
And you bear proof?"
I gesture at Smiley Dude.
Milo, you see this this massive hand reach out towards you.
Give it up, little buddy.
And Mr. Smiley's head.
He takes it and looks in it. And he spits to the side before tossing it into the sand at Milo's feet.
Pick it up and wipe it off.
Sure. And he says, the Broken Blade tribe is strong.
I just nod. I don't say anything.
We shall remember this.
Thank you.
And he turns and looks towards the Aarakocra, and he says to you, Shrasa, enjoy your slave and any spoils you may have taken. And he gestures towards the retinue. The guards who were posted up at the cave entrance leave and follow him out. And he goes back into the camp, and you can see that they're shouting, and there's sort of an increased sort of movement going on within the camp itself. Obviously, none of you guys understood anything that just happened.
No, it was a little tiny woman grumbling and giant at a really big man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what happened.
Mm-hmm. So, it sounds like they're appreciative and not going to take us all for slaves.
That's
But I'm thinking we should head out before they change their minds.
yes.
Well, I
Cannot
would have
tell
lost
me.
money on that bet.
Milo sets about breaking down the tent that we left out here. Backing it up.
That's right.
Carrying it.
Everyone watches you, as is tradition.
I put up the tent.
That's
so.
true.
That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys go ahead and pack up.
It's real easy to take down. I was like barely standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a shoddy
Kinda just, like,
job.
Push
Half
it
of
and
too.
roll it
It was
up.
only-
And
It was only half done. Yeah.
yeah, it's just like each tent pole is just like really shallow in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
So, you guys pack up with no problem. As you guys do begin to sort of head out as well, you can see that the giants seem to be breaking down their camp as well.
Oh.
And not really paying too much attention to you guys. Occasionally, one of them might walk by, granting a sort of curious glance towards the group of you, but no action is taken. As is tradition, you guys are able to begin your travels. And with no, without being accosted, as previously established, you guys are able to make it home over the course of 2 more days with no trouble, bringing you to the 16th day of Breeze. Are you guys just going to be heading straight to Alterrook?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think we have anything else to do.
Yeah, straight there. So as we're leaving, though, I'm assuming we can keep an eye as we move. The giants were breaking down their camp. Are they like packing up and moving on? Does it look like?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be moving pretty soon.
Okay.
So we didn't happen to see where they were moving to or anything?
No, I mean, unless you guys hung around.
We're headed to Detroit.
That's right. They got
All right.
a pack of cigarettes, 2 sunglasses, dark out, and a half a tank of gas.
2 slices of dry white toast.
That's right. But, so, you guys just peace out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't speak giant. There's no reason to attempt to communicate.
I don't really have too much interest in what they have to say. It's probably horrible. And, yeah, you guys head on out, making your way into the high walls of Ulteric. Once more. A new head on your belt, Milo.
My favorite one, the best
The
one.
best one. You got some colorful heads on your belt. You do have quite a strange assortment.
Does Shrasa still have the wings on her back?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so they're definitely a strange,
I'm
very
not giving
metal,
that shit up.
very
Okay.
metal crew. One of them has these giant bug's wings strapped to her back. Another one a belt of heads. Another one missing a hand. Whispering sweet nothings to a jar of slime. Yeah, so it's probably I mean, it's not totally, unorthodox for waste walkers, right? Like, as far as you know, Cled, these people are crazy enough to wander out into the sands alone without a caravan. It's not surprising that those that would come back would be as strange to gaze upon.
A little more interesting than the average person.
That's right. Covered in scars, of course.
So as they're walking back to town, Cled's gonna take a couple looks at Shrasa and he's gonna be like, "So how do years work?"
What?
And he's gonna flap his wings and gesture and be like,
Oh, no, these are just, they're for aesthetic. I wish I could fly with them, that'd be super cool, but no.
"You
This is,
use your wings for looks?"
yeah, I mean, they're not my wings, I guess. Originally they were a dune locust's wings, but I took them because they're cool.
I'm assuming you kill the thing after, right?
Well, we killed it before, but yeah.
She crushes a rank and...
No. That's what happens in my head every time I take a drink out of this water bottle. Like,
Well, fitting fate. Life without wings is not one worth living.
Everyone else kind of looks around.
Yeah, just. You mean
Milo just starts crying for
hugging
And
a
after he
brick.
says that, he walks a little bit faster and casually just flaps his wings a little bit as he goes.
Yeah. It's a real
Rubbing it in.
asshole. He'll live long.
Standard Eric Cochran's superiority complex.
That's right.
So, Milo, you've seen a few strange creatures in the arenas, I assume,
Yes.
correct? Have you ever seen anything similar to what looks like this? And I show him the necklace, the little thing that seems to be trapped inside of it.
All right, I will show you Milo. If you look in your journal.
Ooh.
Whee!
Kind of
My
look
pun
at
makes
it.
a lot more sense now, right?
Yeah, no, it does. I kind of turn it upside down. Kind of look at it and look at Shrasa. Look at this. It's like a smaller. Yes.
Something like that. I don't
Is this a baby?
know. That is a question for another. No.
Maybe
No,
that's
it's not.
maybe that's what baby elves look like. You don't know.
Yeah, could be. I don't know.
No. You, something like this. You were in the arena stands. Very difficult to see it fight.
Yes, that's fair. I
Pretty boring, really.
just figured I'd ask, but thank you.
But it's very nice, though. I have this. Have you seen one of these? I hold up the head.
I mean, yes, I saw one of those.
I was right there, Milo.
12 hours ago.
My favorite one.
It still smiles.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Is that right?
Does Milo lines them up and talks to them? Is that the situation?
And while he's putting bricks together, like
I was gonna
just has
say he gives the
conversations with
bricks to
casually.
each, and they have like tea time, like
That's
little.
right.
But
This is Stuart and Jeffrey. No,
Perfect.
that does not happen. Milo's just a thug, with heads on his belt.
Yep.
Like
you do.
exactly. So, you guys continue to travel. Is there anything else you guys would like to do during your journey? I'm not giving you guys bonding points for, hey, your wings are stupid, and what's this weird thing? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I didn't think you would. We're just making conversation.
No.
Yeah, just letting you know.
Yeah, flavor text.
That's right. No, I still enjoyed it. I'm just letting you know.
No.
So the bar's a little bit higher than I expected. Got it.
That's right.
Milo casts sad glances at Shrasa several times throughout the journey.
Okay,
But does not engage in conversation.
that's right.
That's a bonding point, right?
Yes.
The soulful eyes
in
of
fact.
Milo. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's the scene in in the first episode of Firefly where it's like, you know, there's like a certain, like, you know, you look at her and then you look away and then she looks at you. It's that thing. Yeah. It's exactly that situation.
I know exactly the scene you're talking about.
It's a good scene.
Yeah.
But in any event, you guys make your way to the beautiful city of Altereth. And its high walls, a welcome sight from the journey you've had. As this has been a place of refuge during the challenging times. You guys go ahead and enter on in, and the streets are fairly crowded and busy. People are chatting to and fro, and there's a sort of strange tension in the air. There are people in the streets, sort of arguing and throwing dirty looks at each other. You can see that there's a heavier presence of the local guards of the various trade houses around. There's a pair around almost each place of business, right? Clearly designating who's where and that sort of thing. There are sort of mobs of people sort of having these sort of pulpit moments of various individuals talking about casting off the shackles of the trade houses, that they are but an extension of a sorcerer king's control, that they've all had to make a deal with the sorcerer kings to achieve the power they possess now. You also see that there's a large influx of clearly slaves, kind of stuck in the city, you know, haggard and worn faces, largely under guard of House Fordon, but some from House Stell as well. But even still, they've seemed to muster up a noticeable guard contingent around their places of business as well. And that sort of situation. So what would you guys like to do upon entering the city? I ask. I know the fucking answer, but go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna go find Danik.
Let's go to the Porter's Reason.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey,
We need a reason right now.
Ba-dum-bum.
We need to pour one out. I was not even trying to make that a pun.
Sean,
I am
you're
keeping an
kicking
eye
me
out
of
for
a
the
job.
thing, though.
I'm gonna be unemployed because of you.
That's right.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, I want a drink.
It's not that bad. We're all unemployed. It just changes day by day. You guys make your way to the Porter's Reason. In Porter's Reason, you notice there are some guards that are stationed around various places nearby, like the Wary Crodler, but there seem to be none that you notice around Porter's Reason. Yes,
The bar of people.
It's super
Privately owned and operated, motherfucker.
something like that. Well, you know, Cress is a real sort of entrepreneur.
Yeah,
That's
he's a
right.
go-getter.
Yeah. So you guys you know, bust your way into the fine establishment. And you know, Cled, you've probably heard of this place. You may have even stayed a couple of times, but it's not the nicest of establishments.
Dive bar.
That's why it's ours.
It's
We're
there's
not the nicest of people, so.
there's sort of tattered walls that are falling apart, along with these sort of chitinous tables that everyone sits about at, carved with people's rough signatures and generally a lot of penises, performing various tasks.
Forgot about that.
That's right. But you do know that as far as heavy drinks go, this is about the cheapest place you could find. As it's known to have the Reason, which is considered a deal for your money, but definitely you're buying in bulk at that point. It's a place where bar fights and such are not uncommon, and most people who are tied to who are going to be directly tied to the trade houses and more reputable establishments will avoid.
So as they enter, Cled's gonna look around and be like, "So this is where the Sundered Blade hangs out?
Yes, this is our
Yes.
home.
This isn't what I expected."
Doesn't look like much, but it's good. The people here are friendly. This is Crest. Well, do you two know each other?
Are you assuming all Eric Oker know each other?
Well, I don't know.
You know,
Yes.
we do. It's true. No.
And as he says that,
No, he doesn't
Cled's
say
gonna
that.
look over at Crest. He's gonna be like,
He just stares at you. He doesn't nod at all.
Of course he would.
and he's gonna look back and he's like, "Yeah, we don't know each other at all whatsoever.
It's classic Crest. He's got a heart of gold, though. He's a good friend.
We go way back to like 10 seconds ago."
That's right.
He's a good man.
So why pick this place specifically, though?
Well, it's a long story. When we first arrived in Alteruk, we came here.
Pretty much. It was the most cost-efficient choice, I believe, is what really drove us.
Smart.
And we've just kind of been staying here because we know the people.
Shit, if I started staying here, I might have a lot more money. Well, I still have the same amount of money. Those fucking giants took everything that I had, but who's
You
counting,
don't go
right?
up from here.
Exactly. So curious though, like how am I factored into this payment that we're getting for the most recent job you guys did?
Well, you did. I mean,
We'll get a fair share.
yeah, I was gonna say he did do a fair bit of the work. Makes sense.
He's gonna clap Faldir and Milo on the shoulder, and then he's gonna give a cheesy ass grin to Shross and be like, "Glad to be a part of this group. Thanks for having
His
me."
beak
I was
curls.
about to say, like, he gives a grin with his beak.
And around that point, you see, y'all's buddy Thanik stumble from downstairs. Somebody throwing a shoe at him, and you hear a woman's, a pair of women's voice in harmony say, "Get out!" And he's like, "Fine! But no, you were both overpriced!" And stumbles his way down. "There they are! The Sundered Blade! They murdered!" And he runs up and goes to give a big warm hug.
To all four of us somehow, I'm sure. Same time.
Yeah, he does his best. He tries to Copperfield and Trassa, of course. But in a generous, warm way, not in a sleazy way.
A kindly way.
No, but he then he doesn't push his luck, and he has a seat at the I like making sleazy characters. Anyway, so he has a seat at the at one of the tables. As established, there are no booths in Dark Sun.
Yep.
And he so where's
He didn't make it.
He nods and he says, "Cress! A reason for the Sundered Blade!" And Chris says, "How are you gonna put it on my tab?" And Chris kind of glares for a moment. Alright. And brings you guys a reason. As he plops it onto the table, Fennec reaches back and grabs like a cup, scoops it up, and he says, "For the drinking champion of the Porter's reason," he says, "the waste took 'em from our sight, but not from our hearts." And he pours some of it onto the ground, sort of trickling onto the dirt floor. There's a moment where he stops and looks, and Cress is giving him the evil eye, and he takes and drinks the rest. Slams it down. That's a terrible shame. But sacrifices must be made. Has the mine been cleared?
Yes, the mine is cleared. Although, you should know there is a camp of giants that were outside of it for a period of time. They might return.
Waste take them. He says, I understand. What would they want with the cave?
We don't know. They actually wanted us to clear it out as well, because they couldn't get in.
What's... Did they say why they wanted it cleared?
It's a good question. Trassa, did they say why they wanted it cleared?
Nope. No.
They did not.
Those giants weren't very good with words, to be fair.
They may have been harassed by the creatures. There was one of their kind inside. Well, what was left of it.
I see. Well, giants aren't known to take things lightly, I suppose. And I'm guessing that I see a new head on your belt, Milo.
Yes.
Ugh. Foul little creature. Warped and twisted.
Yes. It's evil. It's trying to do something in that cave. He put an end to that. Make a fine addition to my collection. Gruss! My collection, please, when you have a moment.
Cress just turns and looks at you and just blinks.
These. Because I left all my heads with Cress and gave him money to store them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He nods.
Yeah.
And he goes into the back. And you hear like some shit falling over and being pushed down, and then
Just a pile of heads.
yeah,
There's like a bunch that aren't mine though.
Yeah.
He's like,
Exactly. Everybody
Yeah.
does this. It's
he
not
gives
just you.
he gives you the wrong ones.
yeah, it's like, oh shit, no, wait, that's.
It's like one of those coat check places. Like, do you have
Yeah.
your slip with you?
He comes back and plops them onto the table. You can see, you guys can feel the eyes of the bar are on you now. The people who are there are observing this very strange and brutal demonstration.
Not everybody keeps a bunch of heads in the back room of the bar.
Yeah,
But why not?
not even in
Only
Dark
heroes
Zone.
of the people do that.
Clud just has this bewildered look on his face, and he like looks over at Falder, and he's like, "Should I be worried?"
Yes.
All the time.
It's
100% of
okay
the
to be
time.
impressed. I would help.
Crest just kind of looks at you. They stink.
Yes, they do.
They are ripening. Yes.
And he goes back to the bar and continues to serve alcohol in its various capacities. So you said they were trying to do something. What were they getting at?
They were singing.
Yes. And there was a some sort of creature that came through the ground. It was a very large hand.
It looked like
Probably
this.
more behind that. But yes.
It was not his though. It was a rock hand. He lost his.
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend. He looks at you all and he's fascinated by the story. It's amazing. Those foul creatures in there. They're defiling magic. Truly, the world is a better place. You've rid the world of defilers. You've given a chance for the people of this fair city. And he starts shouting out towards the bar. To mine the earth once more. To gain forth its riches. Through economic power we can reassert freedom. Stand outside of the trade houses. We owe our futures to the Sundered Blade.
Yes.
A bit of a cheer.
Yeah,
People are very excited by this.
My
Yeah, absolutely. People, rush to you guys, asking for stories and stuff like that. Fanic leans over to you, Faldir, and he says, "I'm gonna go get your payment. Enjoy the people's love. You deserve it, my friend." Slaps you on the back.
Actually, I had a quick question for you before you go and collect our payment. There are a lot more guards around town than there usually are. Has something happened that we should be aware of?
He nods. Yes. Later. For now, enjoy your victory. And he smiles and scampers off. So merriment kind of begins to become more prominent. It's just you want to die.
I'm not doing this.
I know
This is how we make merry. No, the trick is it's all in the arms.
That's what I hear.
All in the arms. Nothing but the arms. really just arms.
You'll live a long time this way.
It's very aerobic, yes. Mhm.
So,
Anyway,
Now I don't need to go to the gym.
so you guys
Yeah,
enjoy
exactly.
the celebrations. And yeah, is there anything you guys are gonna do while you guys are mobbed effectively?
I'm going to just try and retire to my room.
Okay.
I've lost a hand.
Yeah.
I'm in a bad place.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to one of my jars for a while, probably.
Huh? I need to curl up in the darkness and get small. And like, as is often the case, with your strange aloofness, your avoiding of the eye, the fact that you don't seem to have any weapons on you, and you seem to be dressed in common clothes with no armament, this only further adds to the strange sort of mystique that Valdir possesses. As he does leave, some people notice and ask, you Shrossa, what's with that guy? I always see him with you. Does he lose a hand out there?
Yes, he did.
Is
I don't elaborate
is he a
at all.
is he a defiler?
I kind of give
sorts.
him a flat look, and I'm like, no.
In
You
his
really
own way.
think we'd be stupid enough to travel with him?
Right. Yeah, and you are mobbed as well, Milo. There's obviously,
Fangirls,
like-
we're signing autographs.
yeah, exactly.
We're gonna start a merch
I don't know
line.
how to do it though. I'm just
Yeah. There's you've got a pair of girls on each shoulder asking about your new scars, as that seems to be what most impresses the ladies in this bar.
all Milo will talk about though. He just tells stories about how brave Tasik was and about what he did on the journey and before that.
I remember that little guy. I offered him a job. I think he doesn't like tall people.
He was. Did you know he was a giant who was shrunk down? He had the strength.
And like most people don't believe it, but some do.
Enough, dude.
Yeah, enough, dude, where that's gonna percolate.
Yeah.
And as is the case with this group here, as like you guys definitely have. I mean, there's an obvious element of mystique about you. Just through your sort of overhearing as you sit up in your room, Valdir. You've heard people talk about what each of the heads was from, and it's different for each person that comes through.
Mm-hmm.
They say he's got a whole store of them in the back of the Porter's Reason.
Does he not?
It's true.
And it's this elaborate sort of thing. Kled, people don't really know who you are. They're curious. So how did you meet them? Like, was your tribe slaughtered by them in a great battle?
No. So, and he's obviously talking to like all the women and all the workers there.
Okay.
He's like, no. So after Tasik unfortunately met his unfateful demise, he was a primary party member. He was someone who held the Sundered Blades together, and they needed someone who could take that role up. And they knew to look no further than Kled.
Really?
Now I am a man who knows how to hold a party together. I was one of the core people that ended up killing most of those disgusting things in there and liberating the mind for the people, because if we're being honest, let's be real, I'm an honest guy.
Yeah.
I'm a man of the people.
Really?
I want to see everybody succeed and have the freedoms and liberties to do what they wish.
Yeah, sure thing, buddy. And they like elbow him. Here's another drink, man.
I actually don't drink.
Oh. Yeah, that loses you a lot of friends.
Like instantly.
Like everybody just immediately dissipates away from you.
Everybody immediately goes back to Milo and Shrossa. But one guy does kind of sidle up next to you, and he has like a little a handful of grass that he sort of places on the table. Hey, you don't drink, do you? I mean, you don't need wings to fly, my friend.
But I like flying with my wings. Thanks for the offer, though.
That's not.
I'm aware. I'm still saying no.
All right. And your last friend leaves. And,
Poor drug dealer. God damn it! Like,
Cress, I'd love another one of your finest waters.
we don't serve water.
He did say another one.
Well-
He got something at some point.
Yeah. What the hell did I just
My
drink?
room and get more.
Yeah. you black out and wake up in another city.
He walks out and down the road to the well to get another thing of water.
Okay.
it's
30 minutes later, you come back.
Yeah.
It's just right up here.
Panic does eventually return. And he goes to Milo, and you see he's got a bag full of something that's sort of bulging out. And he goes to Milo, and he thinks better of it, and goes to Strasza. And he says, Strasza, my dear, beauty of the waters, I have your payment.
hi, Panic.
And he hands you the bag full of ceramic.
I'm going to assume there's 800 ceramic in here.
I mean, you can assume all kinds of things.
Is Danik loud enough that I can hear him? Like, if he's just got
Yes.
this booming
Well,
voice.
You can hear
I
him every
assume-
time. Yeah, you can hear him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no,
he's like
I would-
yelling.
Yeah, I would come back downstairs once I hear Thanik's back because he and I were going to talk about things.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. So he
Yeah, I assume, is he sitting down? Is he just like awkwardly
Nah,
standing
he's
there?
standing and he hands it to you. And he's patting people on the back. And at some point, Crest is sort of standing next to Milo, and Milo, you can hear him sort of mutter, "He never pays his tab."
Oh, Crust, you classic.
So Valdir, you come down and you can see that Vanek is handing off the payment to Strasza.
I'm just gonna put it in my bag for now.
Yeah. I will tell you later when you count it. It is the amount. He's not shortchanging you guys.
Okay.
Sure.
No, I just don't want to count it in front of all these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
They
that's
murder
bad.
you and take it.
Yeah. Dump it on the
Right.
table.
That's right.
Never count your money when you're sitting at the table.
Yeah.
I add
That's
many
what
more
I
heads
hear.
to
You know. Faldir, you see Vanek, and he turns and sees you and he nods. And he-
So, do you mean later, like now, or do you mean later, like?
The one with the I mean, listen, I mean, much later, and I'm gonna be pretty fucked up and laid. So I don't know if you want to talk then or. Listen, I'm a man of the people. All right, I got a
My
lot.
spirit animal.
I got a lot to share.
Yeah, no, well, we can talk now then. Do you want to talk here or somewhere private? If it's something
I
kind
literally
of
have no idea what we're talking about. What are we talking about?
the increase in guards in town.
Of course. Let's go upstairs. It's a hot button issue. Don't want people to get too upset about things.
Hot button issue.
He kills you because he knows the anachronism. Alright? Gladiator is a fucking anachronism too. Alright? There's a ton of them.
Yep.
Alright? There's no gladiuses in this world. Anyway.
Yep.
Since all his friends left, Clet's gonna like closely follow behind to see if he can like listen in.
Yes. I mean, they had on.
You could come to the conversation if you want. You're in
Okay,
the party.
then I'll just come along because he doesn't know what else to do.
Okay. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and say everybody who is not an Aarakocra and has both hands. Stick up your heads. Alright. So you guys are brought on upstairs and enter into Faldir's room, and Cled, it's not nice. It's just like a shitty floor with like a sort of mattress that's stuffed with like dried husks of dead bugs and crunches as immediately Thanik has a seat on it, like it sags to the ground instantly, under his weight.
I assume in one corner there's just like this, like intricate, like rows of ceramic jars
Yes.
of various things.
Yeah. And a corpse. No.
Yep.
A small memorial to Cup
Yeah.
for the one time he sat watching you.
That's right.
He molted, and his shed skin's still there in the corner.
That's right.
No, that doesn't happen.
So, Thanik has a seat. He pulls out a pipe, and he lights it with sort of this sort of flint lighter that he has. So, as you can imagine, things have gotten kind of rough around here. Trade houses are at each other again. Particularly with House Vordon shipping as many slaves as they can buy up. The gladiator pits are near empty nowadays. Vordon's been buying up slaves and shipping them north to Tyr. As you can imagine, House Wavir doesn't take too kindly to this sort of thing. Anika is worried that this sort of deal that they must be cutting with Kalik, he says, is gonna enrich them. They're worried about this and that, and Anika and Wavir seem to be lacking in sort of manpower right now. Vordon seems to have some sort of alliance set up with House Stell. They're working together. And, so all the houses are on a shit show fucking mess with each other. People are worried. House Anika's not known for it. Well, House Anika's known to keep a steady hand. And not find itself in too much trouble. But, that's whenever the main lady's in charge, you know? She's not here, though. All we got here is Ramis.
You mean Lady Nika's not here?
Well, I mean, sort of. Not Andiama. Ramis. She's always been here. She's not the head of House Anika, though. She's sort of a rising star, adopted daughter, if you will, of the matriarch. And she didn't get that way by conservative approaches to problems.
She doesn't give me that impression either.
People are worried about that, and of course House Stell. You know, definitely a lot known for dealing with elves, using swords and all sorts of things, violence. I'm gonna kill both of them.
Yeah, please do.
But he says, and then of course Vordon's already on the move. And, I don't know if you've met the guy in charge of House Wavir. I'm gonna kick them both from the call. But he says, I don't know if you've met the guy locally in charge of House Wavir, but he's a frickin' weirdo.
Yeah. He seems not all there.
So, there's that.
So, as a man of the people, with, I'm assuming, the best intentions for everybody in this city involved, what's your plan to deal with the trader guilds?
Well, I'll tell you right now. They're at each other's throat. You ask me, a storm is coming.
And the people are going to be caught up in it.
Or they could be one of the winds blowing. people are ready to move, to cast off the shackles, to seize control for themselves.
But what's the plan here?
Well, as much as I love a good drink and a good fuck, that ain't never gotten anybody freedom.
It's a reward for freedom, am I right?
It can be.
Can I make an insight check to try and figure out if he knows more about what might be planned than
By-
he's letting on? Because that
By
seemed like a...
himself? Or by the...
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to decipher?
Well, like... that seemed like an evade, that whole, other than a good drink, or... That thing that he said, that seemed like he was trying to change the subject away from
Yeah, he
what
didn't
he
answer the
might
question.
know about what's going on.
No.
Mhm.
Like, with the people.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's about to expound upon it, so...
Oh,
you
okay,
can
never
hold
mind
if you like.
Spoiler alert.
You can roll an inside check for anything you want. I mean, you can do it, but...
You know what, I'm gonna do it, just to see.
Yeah.
Just
you know,
click it
just to make
randomly
these
in the
guys
middle of the
think
conversation.
He says,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, cool. He says, you know, the people haven't made it this far by themselves. They're not the only ones who can wield a blade. They're not the only ones who can fight. And we outnumber the guards heavily. Hell, some of the guards don't even want to be part of the
trade houses.
trade houses. Why would they? When they can be their own man. And they can serve their own purposes, their own ends, their own goals.
So, from your perspective, what happens if we do get rid of the trade houses?
We set up the mine again. We operate as the elves do in Silver Spring. A trade hub you have to go through. There are places that live outside of the trade houses.
What about the government of the city?
The city doesn't travel through the wastes. The Sorcerer Kings sit in their pleasure houses, and they do as they please. They haven't come here yet, why would they come here now?
I mean, like, who's going to rule the city? What's the plan for the government? How is it going to...
How do you guarantee that people remain free and don't have another set of oppressors come in?
Well, they need a leader. They need someone they can respect. Or some people that they can respect. A mob is perhaps even more dangerous than a trade house.
Yes.
Which comes to my next point. Power. This is what people respect. There are objects of power, old and ancient, that still persist. I know where one might be found.
What's your use for it?
A sign of strength. The right to rule.
So you can have people fear rising up in case something happens?
So that they can have someone they respect rise up.
You're walking a thin line here.
Life is a thin line, my friend. He says, they'll need something to rally behind. I'm not asking to be made a king. We name another, of course. One worthy of the title. Who will hear the people's voice and cry. Perhaps one that is not permanent. Who says a king needs to live until he dies. Perhaps the king reigns for a time and then is succeeded by the voice of the people.
That does sound appropriate, but if we give this individual an object of power, what's to allow us to change the hand of that object?
As it is a rallying cry, it can also be an oppressive silence.
True. But there will always be heroes to stop those who oppress.
This is true.
At least we have a consistent job.
Even if a tyrant were to be born here, he would not be born under the thumb of a sorcerer king. That alone would stand above as an improvement.
Yes. Does sound like an improvement of the situation we have currently, and so what information do you have on this object? Do you want us to attempt to find it for you?
I know roughly where it is. But
How rough?
there's a city of sorts. A little ways off the Tyrian road. He says, the city is known as Cled. It was always known that.
Yeah, no, I figured.
It's a good name.
And he says, it's a dwarven city. It's a dwarven burial ground, more like nowadays. Free city. City that stands against the oppression of the Sorcerer Kings. It has its villains and heroes the same as any other place, but the big catch. Before the Sorcerer Kings, there were nations great and powerful. Not least among them was a dwarven nation. I have it from word of travelers from Cled itself, that they're always uncovering parts of the ruins of this place. And buried under the city, he says, there are the graves of 2 knights who stood against the Sorcerer Kings in the Cleansing War.
So the artifact is there, I assume, or so you have surmised?
They were powerful individuals, ones whom stood against the Sorcerer Kings. They did not do so merely with strength of will.
Right. Well, how long? Do I know how long of a journey that is from where we are?
Probably not, but he'll tell you. Let's see here.
How long of a journey would that be? Is that something that's feasible for us to do now, or?
It's about 6 days out, maybe 7.
I mean, we'd only have to carry 7 days of supplies, because presumably we'd be able to restock at the city.
Assuming that the dwarves of Cled are open to you. They're very reluctant of outsiders, considering the Cleansing War and their dislike for the Sorcerer Kings and the tricks they play. It's a tall order, I know.
Yeah, no, that's quite a task.
But we're not here talking about small things anymore.
No, we're not.
We're not cleaning water. We're cleaning a city.
So, aside from freeing the city and doing something, is there anything else that would be compensated for our efforts?
I can give you what little reserves I have left. It says kind of mulls it over for a bit. 1,000 gold pieces is the best I can muster.
You mean ceramic?
Ceramic, whatever.
Okay. Sorry, that would have been a completely different context.
No, no one who's not a sorcerer
We-
king has 1,000
As
gold
a,
pieces.
as a
We
gold
would
piece,
never
or a
have to
Rakshasa.
work again.
Yeah, you guys quit. Game's over.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Got to level
We got
4
level
and now
4.
we're rulers.
That's right. No,
And I assume.
cool if we ended this kind of soon so that our other players can play the game. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we can manage something. We'll talk to the others.
okay.
and I'm sure they'll be on board.
So, while you
Thanks
guys
for being patient, guys.
are partying it up, the other two head on upstairs. And during the festivities, let's see here. Both of you go ahead and roll me intimidation checks.
Yeah.
All right.
Like little kittens.
Exactly. Trussa. Cress approaches you. And he sort of taps you on the shoulder. You turn to see his sort of dark eyes just glaring at you. And he says, we need to talk.
Here or elsewhere?
He gestures away.
Alright, I hop up and follow him.
Okay. Everybody except for Strassa.
Okay, bye!
Poor Dan. It's okay. He's got plenty of fun
He
secret
gets
stuff to
no
do. too.
D&D for Dan tonight.
That's right. So, I'm letting him clean up his nerd mess. So, Crest pulls you aside behind the barn to sort of the back room where the heads were kept, and it does smell quite bad.
Okay, cool.
As though there was something rotting in here for several days.
Almost as if, yeah.
And Crest looks at you, and he says, "The Thrycreen that came in. He turned away his offer. Why?"
We're trying not to get too attached to any one trade house at the moment, anyway. And at least not that obviously.
He says, "You're clearly tied to the loud one in there. Obviously."
Yeah.
He says, "I don't trust him."
Neither do I. I don't think much of any of us trust him but Milo. Bless his heart.
He says, "Have you been outside?"
Outside this bar or outside the town?
"Have you seen the people?"
Yeah, everyone's a little on edge.
He pulls out his widow's dagger. He says, "The city is on a fine line." He says, "One false step and blood will be drawn."
Do you know what happened to cause all this tension?
There's not much to have and a lot of people who want to have it.
That's fair.
He says, "What do you fight for?"
Mostly surviving for the next day, for right now.
And that's all.
My friends. Making sure they're also making their way in the world, but beyond that, or at least I want to see people just live their own lives.
He doesn't seem super pleased with this answer,
That's fair.
but he says, The wheels are turning. He says, Athas is shifting with the sands. He says, be careful who you trust. And he says, and take my advice. Take the job of Rustin Blondo.
Noted.
Get back out there. People will wonder.
I walk back out and plop down.
So, the party continues, drinking and merriment. Milo is often the center of attention during this time frame. As you guys shift in and out, having conversations with various people. But eventually, you know, the party seems to be directed less towards you in a general sort of hubbub of chatter and revelry. You guys find yourselves seated around the table once more. A reason, you know, half empty at y'all's table. And so, what would you guys like to do?
We may have a lead on another job.
And? What do you mean by may?
It depends on whether or not you guys are interested in doing it, but we'll probably need to discuss it somewhere else.
You should do it.
Yeah, I agree that we need to have some conversations elsewhere.
I thought you were just gonna say that we should do it.
No.
Let us do the thing.
We are heroes of the people.
Mm-hmm.
Milo.
I like your attitude, Milo.
I shoot Fled a dirty look.
So,
Are we going up
I will
to-
He
say
smiles with his non-smiling beak.
time elapses and the evening kind of encroaches as you guys make your way upstairs into you know, your less than comfortable room. You guys,
Especially with 4 people in it, I imagine.
yeah, it's very cramped with 4 people in it, but you guys gather around.
I portion out the money while we start talking.
Okay.
Have I mentioned it's really nice to calculate everything in bits because I feel super rich every time we get paid.
It's okay.
You have actually mentioned that several times.
So good.
That's 200 a pop. If I did the
Yeah.
math in my brain right. Yeah.
Nice.
Brain math.
I'm just gonna do all my math in copper pieces from now on.
And then just convert down
I
to
have
there.
$12 billion.
So, Thanik has a lead on another job for us.
Let's do it.
It has, yes, certainly. It has some less than good implications to it for a number of reasons. He essentially wants us to go and try and find an artifact of power of some sort in order to create a rallying point for the people to overthrow the trade houses.
The people.
Yes.
And where is this? And do we get paid?
We do.
It's in a
We get
city
paid.
named after me.
Yeah, actually, it's the city of Kled.
Glad.
Strangely enough.
The hero.
It's a dwarven city just off the Tyrian Road. It's about 6 days' travel from here. We don't know if they're even going to welcome us within the walls. So, there's that. That was what I put in my notes. That matches
And
my
you,
notes.
you said we do get paid? Or
Yes, we get paid 1,000 gold pieces.
Okay.
Ceramic.
I was to say
ceramic
shit.
pieces.
I made the
Let's
same.
do it.
remark.
Fuck the politics. Like.
And we won the game at level 4.
So you guys can be bought. Noted.
Oh yeah.
That will come up later.
It is for the people who should do the job.
So, while y'all were having a chat with Thanik, Cress and I had a brief conversation. He's not really a man of many words, but he is also skeptical of Thanik's intentions.
Oh,
Um,
that's a welcome insight.
Why be skeptical of him though? He clearly has the best intentions of the people behind him.
The people!
Just,
We don't-
The people,
okay.
yes.
Let me just
I
let me
love
just
people.
inform the two of you something really quickly. It's a very simple concept to wrap your head around. People can say one thing, but that does not necessarily mean it is true.
So
But
what you
has he
said could
also
be
shown
wrong.
you any other reason to doubt it? I don't know the man very well, but you've obviously been working for him for quite some time.
well,
The
I
thing
mean,
is,
considering that a trade house wants to kill us as a result of us working with him, that indicates there's more going
What?
on.
although to be fair, the trade house doesn't know that we're working with him specifically.
True,
They just want to
but
kill
they
us
know
because we
enough
didn't
about
work
what
for
we're
them.
doing.
Which trade house wants to kill us?
Anika,
Why? They
Welcome
seem
to
like
the
the most
Sundered Blade.
reasonable of the clusterfuck of idiots running this town.
it's an excellent question. Couldn't tell you.
What did Cress say?
Cress said that, yeah, he doesn't trust Thanik, and that the town is effectively one wrong sneeze away from war, and also advised us to take the Rest in Blondo job.
Isn't that the slave trade route?
We're not doing that.
It is.
Did he say why we should take it?
No, to be quite honest, he had a dagger out, and I wasn't going to ask more questions than were necessary.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Well, while you were talking to Cress and to Thanik, I spoke with a man who bet me I couldn't finish my reason in 10 minutes. I don't know how long it took, but I did it and I won.
Less than 10 minutes. That's
Yes.
how long it took.
Good job,
How'd you
Ben.
win?
I don't.
I paid him 10 ceramic.
Yeah, I gave him.
Clud goes to high wing him.
God damn it.
Ah!
No.
On the hollow.
No.
Alright, well, I vote we find a new inn.
Ooh!
For a start.
Fuck that! I'd rather die here.
Can't you?
Coward.
This is our home. We are heroes of the people. They
Yeah,
love us here. They know
But
us
the
here.
homeowner threatened us if we didn't go harbor slave
Threatened
trade.
Yeah, I mean, threatened is a strong word, but he's strongly
Holds a weapon
advised.
on you.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I guess I don't know the context. Maybe it was a kind dagger to you. I don't know.
Or maybe he was cutting siltworms. I don't fucking know.
I want some more silver steak.
We
Point
should
is-
get some food.
Why would we want to do a job where someone's being forced into it? We're a group of people that is respected in this city. I respected you guys before I went out on this journey. You can
Yeah.
be a rallying cry for these people. We can be a rallying cry for these people. We need to look at the context, though. If we're trading with slaves or working the slave trade industry, we're no better than the fuckers that are trying to run this town and create a civil war.
Yes.
Ugh.
But, on the other hand, Thanik is the one that told us there was a slave trade industry. So that's also something to consider. We don't
Yeah.
actually know what's going
do
on.
we
there.
do we know
I've
if
also
that's
seen it firsthand.
We get 100% of our information from Phoenix, so.
Yeah.
He is a
Yeah,
Right.
and
Literally,
some
we
of us
asked
don't question
no
this
one
for some
else at all ever?
Well, all right. We did, coming back to the city, see a bunch of slaves milling around that were owned by Vordon. So, I mean, it kind of matches up to him saying Vordon's trying to bring a bunch of slaves to Tyr.
Yeah, no,
But
that
they
part
can't.
does track.
Yeah.
That's not English. Sorry. Friend.
No,
People.
I noticed that too, but still.
If we're going to consider working in the slave trade industry and taking freedoms away from people, that's going to be where I draw the line.
To be clear, we're not working in the slave trade industry, just making it easier for them. Not sure that makes it entirely better, but
It doesn't.
We should get the artifact.
We should.
do you know what the artifact is?
No.
Good.
Then it did not tell us that information. Regardless, though, even if we do end up finding it, that still gives us a bargaining chip that, regardless of what other parties may be involved, that we still have over them.
What time of day is it?
It's
Late
evening.
evening, I think.
Okay, good. I was hoping it wasn't like it's 9 a.m.
No.
You guys are
And
just
Milo's
real hard,
already
real hard
blasted.
day drunk.
Well, you
yeah.
guys partied hard. I'll say that it lasted much of the day, and you guys had
Yeah.
these conversations throughout the partying and stuff.
I do certainly think getting a new inn is probably a priority.
No. This is the Inn of the Sundered Blade. It is
Okay.
our home.
Tell you what, we're going to go for a
Yes.
walk for a little while.
Okay.
Okay? We're going to go for a walk, and then we're going to go investigate another inn. Not to stay there, but we're just going to go there for a moment and maybe talk to the innkeeper. Just kind of, just have a chat. Just a nice chat. How does that sound, Milo?
I bet his building will be made of bricks.
You guys
Most likely,
smell
yes.
burnt hair.
Well, what kind of bricks? Are they baked or fired? We should check. Let's
Yeah,
go.
Which
I
is
mean,
better?
you should definitely investigate, Milo.
I will ask the bricks.
Okay.
That's fair. Which is better, baked or fired? I'm curious.
Well, it depends on the task and the resources to have available. Oh.
And he goes on for
Yeah,
10
yeah.
minutes, and I'm
I-
just sitting there.
I Wikipedia'd some of this shit so I would know a little bit about
Rain
bricks.
Man's
I could tell you.
He breaks it down. He rain
I
mans
respect
it
the
out.
dedication.
Look,
like
look,
after
look.
2 minutes of this, I begin looking. Like I just slowly glance over at my jars, and I look at Milo again.
Just like, you'd be a lot quieter as a slime.
Yeah, just gurgle periodically, but it's fine.
Every once in a while, eat someone's hand. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. No big deal.
So, what do you guys do?
Well, either we go find a new inn, or I take over this inn, and in the new innkeeper's a slime. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions.
It's entirely unclear.
It's up to you.
She
Uh,
looks different.
Yeah, exactly. And we get all the quills.
Did he say why we should take the job?
No, like I said,
He
He had a
strongly
dagger.
suggested it at dagger point.
yeah.
So could he be someone working with House Fordon or the
That seems likely. Yes.
royal house here?
Oh, I'm sure he's working with someone. Everybody's working with someone these days.
Fair enough.
We work for the people.
Yes, Milo.
Although it does seem suspicious that there are no guards outside of this tavern, even if the tavern owner belongs to a house.
No one would
That's-
dare attack the Porter's
Doesn't
reason,
that
but
seem
the Sundered
suspicious?
Blade rests here.
I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing.
Well, and if you remember when Cricket came in originally, there was some tension there.
Mhm. Yeah, we got told to leave.
Mhm.
Crest told us to
The
leave.
plot thickens.
He's the one. He said,
Like
"No way,
freaking
we have to-"
Jello up in here.
There was some bad. Remember the ale? It was bad.
Yes, the ale was horrible at that other place.
Remember.
Don't ask questions.
Is that the philosophy of his group?
3 weeks
Don't
ago,
ask
I was sitting
questions,
here like,
just,
this all seems very suspicious. Oh no, he's a man of the people.
Man of the people. He gets the money from the people. The people demand that we do this stuff. I believe
He generates it through taxes. We're paid
There's
through
a pretty
taxes.
big ballot system.
He hates the government so much that he is a government.
That was what I was hinting at by asking the questions.
I got you.
We need to get to the bottom of this before we make any rash decisions.
Well, I think we have a couple of options in front of us.
That's not our usual approach, Cled. I don't think you understand how this works. We usually get confused.
We don't ask a single question, just rush headlong into our problems.
Stop thinking.
And then people lose limbs,
And then
people die.
Yeah.
For someone
never take
with
fire
an
with
intelligence of 6, this is quite rational thinking, I just realized.
Oh shit! I'm so much smarter than you, dummy.
Yeah, you're like a dog, man. You're
I'm sorry,
a
you're
scholar.
warlord with an intelligence.
Wait, you're intelligence of 6?
Yeah,
You're
hold
a
on 1 second.
tactician.
I'm
Okay.
smarter than you.
Oh, I'm down with this. It's fine.
The warlord.
He goes by instinct, I guess.
That's right. Yeah. This is probably what we should
He has
do.
a lot of feelings.
That's right.
He's a
an
very emotional leader.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
He just gives rousing speeches, and it's like, all right, go do the thing. Very much a Custer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that turned out well.
Yeah, worked out well in the end.
Yeah, it depends on who you're rooting for. So, he has a brain aneurysm to get dumb enough to be a 6.
His
when you guys-
realizes that he
6
has
intelligence, he
six
goes,
and regresses.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's met his quota for the day.
Yeah, he drools on the floor.
Sorry.
I mean, are we? That's okay. There's
So-
talk checking out some bricks. We can check out bricks.
There's a couple options in front of us the way that I see it.
Yes.
We can go and get this artifact and maybe not give it to Thanik. And maybe try and find more about his motivations before we make a decision based on anything. Just give him the artifact. That seems bad. Option 1. Sorry?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Spell out the options, then I'll ask more questions.
Option 2 is we work with Reston Blondo and we try to figure out or mitigate. God damn it. We try to figure out or mitigate whatever negative effects and ramifications clearing out those nulls would cause.
You should be able to put
You have an attentive audience for all of this.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just make the decision. Let's go with it.
You know what? Here's what we're gonna do, guys. See, now you know what it feels like to be Urbis.
I realized that I'm sitting here having a conversation with a bunch of jars.
Yeah,
They all look
that's-
like slimes.
Uh-huh. This is how I
Which,
feel every Tuesday, and then I just make a decision. I just say, "This is
All
what
the
we're doing,
PCs
guys."
just have AFK floating over their heads.
Yeah, exactly.
Idle.
I turn around and I realize that all of them stop and there's a follow train behind me and I'm just like,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Which ones were Knowles?
There was a dog people. There
Dog
was a
people,
defiler amongst
yes.
them.
Yes.
Those are the
Oh,
dead things that killed
wait.
Cup.
They
And
were
Rogar
the-
Snaggletooth.
Sorry.
Good. Bogart.
That's fine.
Tuki.
The boyfriend's trying to cook salmon.
Hmm.
And I'm helping.
Does the cat enjoy that?
She's like really hostile that she's not getting any.
Aww, poor kitty.
But anyway,
So where did you check out of that conversation so I can
like at the very start
The
of
first
option
part.
2.
I listened to
Option
nothing
2.
you said. Well, I heard the important option, which is do what Tastic said.
do whatever
Do
Thanik
do
said?
whatever Thanik
Not
said.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Tastic, he
Yeah,
wrote
we do what
something
Tasik said.
great.
We'd be a little. I'd be a little concerned somebody's been smoking some shrine brush around here.
You do whatever
Um,
Thanik said.
Yeah.
Yes. So, option 2 is we do the job for Reston Blondo, which personally I am hesitant to do, seeing as how they are now threatening us. and we work for them and we try and mitigate whatever damage we cause later down the road through whatever slave trade there is. Those are the two options that I see in front of us right now. Option 3, we go find another city, I guess. I don't know.
We nope the fuck out of here.
What other city do we have to go to, though? All the other ones are ruled by sorcerers, kings.
Yes, I'm not saying it's a better
city
option.
of the people.
So,
The only viable option is the first one.
I mean, we know that these
Right.
people that have this artifact are dwarves. Do we know anything more about the person that has it, where it
It
is?
is in a tomb underneath the city.
Oh.
A tomb of 2 knights who stood against the sorcerer kings.
Okay.
And
So
that's
it's-
why they're in tombs now.
Yeah.
It's either a weapon of sorts, or it's something that nullifies magic.
And
Or it's a brick.
Could be a brick.
No, the
did
tomb is built of bricks.
Would be an artifact.
Artabrick, yes.
Sorry.
no, you're fine. I totally forget what I was going to say.
Good.
So my only concern with finding a different tavern is that might look a tad shady to the person who pulled a dagger on us.
Should we kill him?
But no.
I would
You
kill
should
him.
kill him.
I would challenge
That
him.
would look maximum shady, Faldier.
There's no guards that come by here.
Yeah, but there's plenty of people in here.
It's true.
We are the people of the heroes.
Nobody knows that he pulled a dagger on you other than the people who are threatening us.
True.
I don't know. If you feel like he is a threat to us, or he will go back and tell them that we're not doing the job, or any number of other things, I'm not too keen on the fact that we are now being spied upon in our own home by an individual who is comfortable with threatening one of us.
That's fair. I mean,
He looks like a
Here's the
crotchety
thing.
old bird, but I'm pretty sure any one of us could kill him with our little pinky.
He's at least middle-aged.
eh.
I could kill him with my big pinky.
I guess we don't have to tell anyone which job we're doing.
This is true. We just leave the city.
Yeah.
The key is we leave the city from a direction that doesn't actually have to do with any of the jobs we've been given. So nobody knows
Exactly.
where to go.
Exactly.
But wouldn't that give the appeal that we just did our own thing?
Skip town? Well, yeah.
I'm fine with
But
that.
what are they going to do about it? If that is what we decided to do.
These trade guilds.
In fact, if we do that, Thanik may send someone else after this artifact that we can actually question. So,
It's a possibility.
House Fordon does have ties to Tyr. If we end up leaving a separate way, they might not be able to follow us. So, that could work.
I think we go for the artifact, honestly. And worst case scenario, we just end up with a new magical artifact that we then use to however we see fit. Best case scenario, Thanik is being truthful and we can give this to him that he can make this city a better place.
Worst case scenario, we kill him for trying to be a liberator of the people under false pretenses.
I'm not going to say no if it ends up he's lying to us and has been manipulating us this entire time. I'll be honest with you, most people anymore look like talking slimes to me. No, I don't say that.
Retconned.
I think it loudly, but
And it's settled. We are heroes of the people.
yes, we are, absolutely.
And we sleep here. This is where we stay.
For now.
Glad you all agree.
Fucking an hour later. So we're
Glad
doing
you
the
all
same thing
agree.
we always do 100% of the time.
This is not the same. We've established that
This
this
is
is not the same.
identical.
It's
We're gonna-
different. We're staying here in protest.
Yeah.
Oh no, staying here, yeah, that part's the same. But the part
Yeah.
that's different is that we're working for Thanik, but we're not working for Thanik.
Oh,
We're
okay.
actually
You're just doing what he
questioning-
says.
at least-
Got it.
at
It's
least,
unfortunate because now we have to take shifts for watch. So that
In
way
the
Crest
inn.
doesn't slit us in our fucking sleep.
I will take last watch.
And then he falls asleep.
Yep.
I just immediately have to take last one.
Ah.
So
So in
you
the
guys
morning we stock up to leave.
feel good about your conclusion?
Define feel good.
You've made a decision and go to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. Alright. The evening passes without incident. No one tries to murder you in your sleep. As far as you know. And then...
There's like a whole like fucking Mr. Bean sequence where like an assassin tries to kill us.
Yeah.
And a series of
And
mishaps occurs.
Yeah, Milo is bumbling around. He's constantly knocking shit on top of the assassin and stumbling through.
He falls over, knocks over all the poisons onto the assassin.
Yeah.
I do a classic.
Melts
We
into
do an
the
Inspector
floor.
Clouseau thing where
Yeah.
I like bend down to pick something up and tung.
Yeah, exactly. All that happens. No. None of that happens. None of that happens.
Oh.
Let me go ahead and see here. The next day, what day is it? Let's see here. Do I know what day it is off the top of their head as I pull up my information?
It's the day after Ogre, which would make
Day
it Lizard
after
Man.
Orc, it's Kobold.
No, Orc was 2 days ago. It was a 2-day travel from when it was Orc.
It's still Orc.
I have no idea.
It is
Lizard Man.
not still Orc. It is Lizard Man.
Orc
It is
lasts a
17th
long
of
time.
March.
Okay.
Yes, it's Lizard
It's the
Man.
longest day, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
It's Lizard Man? Okay.
It's Lizard Man.
Bam, I'm taking notes now.
I knew one day
Oh shit.
with this high-end party, you need to keep up with the info.
Who among can any of us read or write?
Yes.
I can.
Found
Baldur
Okay.
can.
I've got it
There you
into
go.
15.
The rest of you are borderline mentally handicapped. But
My wisdom's not good.
Borderline, though.
Why
So
I
that's
well,
constantly-
except for the bird, he's legitimately mentally
Yeah, the bird's he's missing a few
Yeah,
eggs.
he's got an
Yes.
extra chromosome and he knows how to use it.
Harsh.
I don't know if that was too harsh, but I'm gonna keep it.
Either he's. Oh, you're still there. Okay, I thought you were frozen, man.
No.
That was an intense
He's
stare.
just
We're like,
enjoying
"Get back to
the
us, Mike."
kind
Damn.
words. So, morning breaks. You guys gonna do anything in particular? As you guys awake on this fine morning?
Yes.
I guess we get ready for new adventure.
Yeah.
False. We hang out for 2 weeks
And
Then we
pretend
get
like
ready.
we level up.
for
Yeah.
a new adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go buy a shield.
Yeah, I need to go buy a wooden hand.
I got some shit to do too.
Wood, man, that's respectable.
Pricey.
All right.
I'm gonna start my day with talking to the innkeeper.
So, Chris sees you. He just looks at you as you approach.
Chris, I like staying here. You have a good inn. It's good.
He looks
Good
around.
friends. Feels like home. I come to think of you as a friend. If you ever threaten one of my friends, I will add a new head to my belt.
He tilts his head for looking at you.
Just look back. Have a good day.
And he says, I'm canceling your tab.
Okay.
Do you pay him the ceramics you owe?
Yeah, what do I own? I have no idea.
It's modicum amount. I'll brush it aside.
Okay.
But
Alright. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go out. I'll see you tonight.
go ahead and roll me an insight check.
You got it.
Okay. Yeah. 1 second. So yeah, so you meander on out. So what's everybody doing today?
Well,
Going to the Emporium
Wheel.
Square.
I am gonna go on. I plan. So I got shit to buy as well, but I first want to janton down to the square of Arena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so Clad is going to Emporium Square. Where's everybody else going?
I'm going to go to the Elven Market to try and find a craftsman who might make a wooden hand with some modifications.
We've been
Sword.
over this. That's a night event.
Mhm.
All right. So, I'm talking about what do you do today during the day?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There's a place where you could go to Friend in Hand Weaponry. They might help you.
God damn it.
I'm asking you a question. Hold on.
Okay. Yes, you can kill the whole party. I mean,
So, is there a library in this city?
You're funny.
Yeah, I know. There's no libraries in Dark Sun either.
what's
I
your
can try.
intelligence?
Yeah, what the shit?
No, they're libraries, just not. They're owned by sorcery kings.
Gotcha. Okay. Just thought I'd ask. Is there any place where if I needed is there any place if I needed information on something I could go and talk to somebody and maybe they know more. I know that his answer's no.
Hold
I know
on,
that
I'm
he's
reading-
reading something else intently.
He's reading my question
I
because
know.
it's weird as fuck. That's why I'm asking it. Instead of just trying to do it and fucking everything up.
What's your end goal? I don't understand.
I don't understand.
I don't have end goals, okay? I love my friends.
just roll the dice and do shit.
Like, what do you want to make? Like a chain bikini for Milo
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, literally. No,
I'd be down for that.
I want, those infinity scarves? I want one of those.
What's an infinity scarf?
Oh my
No.
god.
It's a scarf that's like a.
Fucking, I know the answer to this, and you don't need to know. All right?
You know what a Mobius
Yeah,
strip
really,
is?
it's not that impressive.
I live in California. We don't get to own scarves here.
Okay,
That's
whatever.
fair.
It doesn't matter. And I bet
After the scarpening.
I
2012.
bet you know at least 5 women who own them. But
Yeah.
it doesn't
Are
matter.
they necessary though?
No,
Every woman owns an infinity scarf.
That's
It's
right.
a thing.
it's correct.
It's like an infinity stone,
Yeah.
but it's a scarf instead.
It's exactly like that.
Right.
No, but listen.
It's a Mobius strip you wear on your head.
All these things are true. So, anyway, they come with a pumpkin spice latte. The first one, you get it.
Oh,
And
And a
shit.
pair of Ugg boots.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
they're basic
Anyway,
as fuck.
so
Alright.
first of all, I will tell you, from a mechanical standpoint, that Milo doesn't want armor anyway. Okay.
No, I meant for me, so I can wear it and look baller
Oh,
Do you?
I mean, you,
without
you a
giving
monk?
up my movement.
I mean, I'll say for a price you could have it enlarged or something to make it something you can wear. But don't you also get unarmored bonus? Don't you get bonus?
Yeah, she
That's
doesn't
what
wanna
I'm
wear
saying.
armor.
I just want it to be like a little thing around my neck, so no AC bonus, just like
Decorative.
aesthetic.
I mean, you can do that.
Okay, that was my only question.
All right.
That's
So-
touching. I know what you're doing. It's so touching.
So Strauss is gonna make some very expensive.
I'm gonna make an
Oh,
expensive
I know what
as fuck
she's doing
infinity
too now.
scarf.
Expensive memory.
That's
Uh
right.
huh.
Aw.
So,
So that's what I go do.
okay. So you're gonna go do that somewhere. So you're also going to Imperium Square. To Emporium Square. I'm sorry. Faldir, what are you doing during the day?
I will invite Faldir to come with me if he can't go to his little elf party during the day.
Yeah, sure. I'll go with Milo.
Okay.
Where are we going?
To the
Square of Venus.
That's right. So you guys head on over there. While the other two of you go to Emporium Square. Who would like to go first, and where would they like to go?
I want to go to Venin Speculators.
Okay.
Awesome.
Sure. So, you guys, yeah, you're able to make it. Let me go ahead and pull up that information. This has become a time-consuming event. Let's see here. Here we go. You do see there are some guards. There's like one guard who's not paying attention at all outside of Venom Speculator. He's just kind of hanging out, leaned up against the wall, not really paying any particular attention. He's a city guard, for what that's worth.
Okay.
As you guys make your way in, just as a reminder, it's a small building with a largely abandoned shop. There's dust and sand covering every surface. Mining equipment that's like rotted or broken kind of lying around. As you guys enter, there's nobody there, except for a fat dwarf who's just waddling around cleaning up the place, trying to organize things in this way. He turns. Oh, hello! You're back.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
It was Venin, right?
It was Venin was my father's name. He says my name is hold on, I have it written down. So I remember.
None of us do.
We didn't actually get his name.
Yeah, we never
Nope,
asked.
I've been assuming it was
read it off the
Venin.
map.
I rolled those dice. I was hoping.
Baroness.
Baroness. Of course. Yes. Baroness. Sorry.
No. Yeah, Baroness first pick.
I don't care about your last name. But yes, good, Baroness. It's good to see you again. Yes, we are back with good tidings for you.
You've freed the mines. I've already heard it. It's been running through all those towns. He kind of waddles over and goes to shake your hand, grabbing your hand and shaking it, kind of avoiding the heads. He's a little uncomfortable with this.
Yeah.
But he still shakes your hand, and he goes to shake yours, Valdir.
And I reach with the wrong hand at first, and I realize it, and I do the right hand. Yeah.
There's an awkward moment where he looks down and looks up, and then clasps your
Sorry about
forearm.
He just gives you one of these. Just
He clasps your forearm and shakes it. Thank you, thank you so much. I heard all about it. This is great.
of course. May it bring honor to your ancestors. You mentioned naming a quarry after our group.
Of course.
Call it Tassik's quarry.
Tassik's.
He gave his life to this mine.
Okay.
I know you will honor his memory.
No, of course, whatever you want. Tassik's quarry, of course.
Good. Very good.
Thank you so much. Do you want some? I have some twine, fine twine. He offers you some mining equipment, basically.
Fuck, I want some twine. Yeah.
Yeah, he gives you.
You have a
Really?
shovel.
Yeah.
Really? Twine?
So he gives you.
Oh, shit.
He gives you basically 50 feet of rope, of hempen rope, basically.
You on your fucking rope.
And he gives you a shovel
Yes.
and a pickaxe if you want it.
I don't know about the pick. Can the pickaxe be used as a weapon?
It can.
What kind of damage are we talking?
1d4 piercing.
Nah.
It's not made to be.
You know,
a
we don't
weapon.
need to mine.
I mean, some of the ground's pretty hard.
It's true.
Okay, yeah, well, we'll take the pickaxe too. Why not?
In case we need to bury a bird in a rocky.
Statistically speaking, that's.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
likely.
would think he'd want to be returned to the sky, but
That's
you know,
right.
I could be wrong.
No, we can't do that. You can't bury him in a cloud.
That's true. He's
Sean,
got you on that one.
use your head. Get your head out of your ass, Sean.
So yeah, so he gives you this stuff, and he's just so he's very, very thankful. Thank you so much. This is wonderful.
Of course. Be well. Be well. Bye.
Farewell.
Leave. But as we leave, since we're a little ways away, say, I asked you to come with me, Valdir, because there's something I need to talk with you about.
All right.
Something secret. Must not tell anyone else.
Okay.
Need your help. But you cannot tell anyone. But have your word.
I got that. You have my word, absolutely.
Not anyone.
Not anyone. Not anyone in the party. I will not even talk to you about this later.
No, wait, you can talk to me. Sorry.
But not
Sorry.
but not your slime pet.
I should have specified.
Not your slime, especially not the one that whispers.
Yeah, I realize you're not getting this. You're not getting this. All right. Okay. What I'm about to tell you first may shock you. When we were traveling back, you and Tasik and Quixote were sick. We were out of food. We were out of water. Could not have made it back. Something appeared to Shrossa and I. Being in a tower. We met with it. We struck a bargain. Your lives. 3 favors. Realize you need to take a moment. Process.
Shrossa already actually told me about some creature you and she had struck a deal with.
Oh. Yes. Well.
I can see you're good at keeping secrets.
She didn't tell me not to tell anyone either, so I guess, you know.
That's not what you don't have to tell. That's fine. This next part, that was the background that you needed.
Got you.
This is the part that you cannot tell anyone.
That is the mortar. This is the brick.
God damn it.
No, I should have said that. Yeah. I gotta do that more. Yeah,
I don't even need you guys.
Right.
Anyway.
Monster.
Let's get down to clay bricks. All right.
Now I have to come up with a bunch of ooze-based puns. I hate you. Anyway, continue.
You're a slimy bastard.
That was not it.
So you're on character number 3. It's not enough. It's not
Sick.
enough.
He hasn't learned yet.
I've been given a task. The terms of the task are that I may only tell one person, and one person only, my sister. I have chosen you, Valdir. You're the smartest and most cunning man I know, and a dear friend. I have not forgotten what you did for me, protecting me from that flying creature. In 4 days. Wait. Shit, is it 4 days? Hang on. There's many days.
It's 3 days now, yeah.
On the 4th night. 3 nights hence. Hence from now, 3 nights going. There's, going to meet a man. Man is a hunter. Bounties. Hunter of men. Creatures.
Bounty
Other. Yes, that, yes. I will know him by his mark. I am to accompany him. Find a man, a murderer, who has information. This murderer belongs to a trade house. That information cannot be allowed, permitted. We have to kill him.
I see.
I must kill him. I ask for your help. This subtlety is not.
That's fair. I can understand why you would ask me in this task. What happens if we fail?
We cannot fail.
Good. That's good to know. Alright. Well. So 3 nights from now, we're going to accompany an assassin to kill a member of a trade house. It's about along our current agenda anyway, so
We're in the neighborhood anyway. Like it's
I
it's
mean,
on
we
our
were gonna
way.
overthrow the trade house. It's fine. Yeah, it's no big
It's
deal.
not out of our way. Well, yeah, sure. We'll do a murder, sure.
Do we know anything about this, or is this assassin going to have all of the information for us?
You'll have the
Hopefully.
details. It's a half elf. He'll be wearing a black hood. And he'll have a
Subtle.
mark. He'll have a mark on his palm. A mark like this. And I reveal the ah! Wait, that's the wrong side. This.
That's right.
There's a different scar. Just a
Yeah,
random
just,
claw mark.
no, that's something else. It's just like
It's a third nipple, but he.
yeah, it's like a little butterfly tattoo. It's like no. This.
It's something in Chinese that means something completely different from what
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
actually
it just means the number 4 special. But yeah, I'll reveal the markings I received from Mr. Kitty Cat.
What languages can you speak?
Me?
Yeah.
Common and Elvish.
Oh.
A whole lot of people who walk around talking Infernal and Dark Sun.
There are some.
Most of them aren't people.
I was looking to see if it was written in the same script, but it's not.
No, I'd be in the same script as Celestial, I think.
Listen, Dark Sun's a weird place where weird things happen.
I'm sure it is. Could be Infernal, I guess. Could be the same script as Ignan. But anyway.
Which is not the thing that it's written. Listen, don't worry about it. It's a compliment.
It's written. It's basically that thing that Erin sent us from her Minecraft days. It's written. It's
Oh,
that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah. So it's this strange alien symbol. This sort of clearly some sort of lettering written upon his chest. Yeah. So you see, yeah, exactly. He has a matching pair of panties. That's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, you guys have this conversation, and he shows you the mark. This all sounds super good to you.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not happy about any of this situation. I was already made aware of it. I wasn't aware of the consequences of any of this also pertaining to me and other people.
Yeah, well, you're involved.
I mean, luckily, I'm the only person. Yeah, I guess I'm the only person beholden to the steel other than these two. Great, good, fantastic, awesome.
Anyway.
We all die, and Cled's just by himself. He wakes up one morning, and all of us are like withered husks.
That's right.
Just like, oh wow.
Just a deal's a deal is written on the floor.
But he can't read because he's intelligence
right.
6. So he's just like, weird. Guess they all decided to kill themselves. I guess suicide pacts. Oh well.
They were a
Must
close
be a
group.
note.
I guess they didn't introduce me to it. I feel a little
Like
left
this.
out, but all right.
Yeah, Why didn't they ask me?
But anyway, you guys wander down the streets. I'll say go ahead and give yourself a bonding point.
Hey.
Woo! 7.
That's right. So, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Nothing urgent. I've got shopping to do, and I know we've all got to pick out our training montage partners and stuff.
Y'all haven't leveled
No,
up
we're not.
yet.
We didn't level up.
The fuck we didn't.
No, we didn't. We were like 1,000 XP away because level 4 is way further away than level 3.
No, we're like 95 XP away.
You're muted,
Aaron.
Aaron, but no, y'all have 1,700, and it's like
It's 2,700.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
but so,
said like 4 times as my mute button was leaping around my screen.
so we've gained 1,700
Yes.
since our last level.
Yeah.
We don't have a total of 1,700. We have 1,700 plus the 900.
Nah, we restart that bitch every time. We've been over this. We have done this historically.
Wait, really?
Yeah. Otherwise, you guys would have gotten like level 2 in one fight. Like.
Okay.
Don't go. Oh, like you've been keeping track of how much
I
XP
didn't
you
know.
guys have had.
I don't know.
I've been keeping
I
track.
I thought you tracked
in a
total
digital
XP.
sense.
I don't know how D&D works. In other editions, you track your total XP.
That's
Well,
true.
That's true, actually.
You're
Yeah.
correct.
That's all I'm saying.
In a
All
different
right.
edition.
So
it
if we were
doesn't
playing
like-
Pathfinder, this would be perfect.
That's correct.
All right, never mind.
We are not.
We are not.
We didn't level. We can just leave any time. Never mind. Now it all makes sense.
Also, even if you didn't, even if you did do that in 5th edition, which I'm not sure if you do or not, but what, Sean?
Well, I was just gonna say we can't leave at any time. We gotta be here in 3 days.
I mean, like anytime
we
after.
leave.
All right,
we're like
look.
4
All right,
days out,
look.
we're like,
Look,
feeling
you're
something.
muddying the waters here, Sean. Also, there's another thing that has to happen in like.
No, now we get the sitcom antics of you guys convincing everyone else to stay here for another 2 days.
Oh, I already have a plan.
So anyway,
I mean, yeah.
but even if you didn't, even if you did keep track of the total, then I would reset it because we established early on that you guys fight so much when you travel that otherwise it'd be like you guys would be able to level up, like especially after like y'all's first trip, y'all be able to get like 3 levels, like.
Yeah, no, that's just me being a dummy.
Okay.
I never.
It's okay.
I've only played 5e with you, and we didn't ever track
That's true.
XP.
Most
so.
people don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
All
that
right.
noise.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Yeah. So, but yeah, shopping. Shopping's one other thing
Uh-huh.
on my list.
Being that like y'all are probably gonna like leave the city at the end of this session. We might do a training montage. We'll see. I'll decide whether I might let you guys level up out of mercy.
A
Leave the
mercy
city
level.
at the end of the session. We have to wait 3 days.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, so you guys just wander back to Porter's region.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do
I
until
thought you had to go
nightfall.
shopping.
Yeah, I gotta get a weapon. I broke mine.
Okay.
I give him my bard's friend. No,
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Okay, so you guys, the rest of you, everybody else goes shopping. Do you guys go to places that you've been to, or do you go to the same old places?
That was both of those options were the same.
Or do we go to places we've been before?
I mean,
Poke the badger, y'all.
Alright, yeah, okay. Hold on, I just
I'm
got
not even shopping.
Just let me
Swarm of
change it.
Dune Locust sets upon the town immediately.
No, the Doom Locust found
I
us.
was
Dude,
not
Lucas.
involved in that.
That's okay. I'm just gonna re-roll the HP of a couple of monsters real quick.
Yeah,
Alright.
God damn it, y'all. I'm the one who has to fight these by myself.
That's right.
Sure.
That's right.
That makes it all the more impressive.
No.
Yeah, exactly. You
It's
wouldn't
fine.
feel so badass if they were like pushovers.
Yeah, listen,
I'm the one who has to give advantage to hit against
I'll
these
just
monsters.
be far more. No, listen. I'm just gonna be far more vicious later. You'll enjoy it. So, in any event, before your punishment happens, would you guys like to go to new places or to old places? If you
I'm
guys
going
just
to
wanna,
Chitiners.
okay, so you guys have been to the Chitiners before.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
gonna
Cled has
waddle
if
up
we wanna
there
do
too.
that, but if not,
It's whatever you guys want to do.
I'm a waddle to Chitiners and at least get a price quote.
Do you want to roleplay it out, or do you want to just buy
Just
these?
just shoot it to me and I'll decide whether I can afford it.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I just literally want them to cut his shirt, like
Okay.
just save the bottom section so I can just,
Yeah. You can.
and then, I mean, they can keep the top of it if that's part of the payment.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure they can use that for something.
Yeah,
They'll
just chain.
they'll take that deal, and they'll cut a weird infinity scarf for you for free.
Victory!
Nice.
Cled, what are you looking for?
he's looking for an armor upgrade and a shield.
Okay, tell me about this armor upgrade.
Right now I'm using hide armor.
Okay.
I want to get something better,
Okay.
and I
Just
want
stud leather.
to get a shield.
Alright. Shield. So, first of all, I'm guessing you don't want to buy the shield you can't afford.
No, that one's
I
like
do wanna buy that
600
one, actually.
ceramic, right?
What'd you say? I didn't hear you, man.
That one's like 600 ceramic or something, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, no, not that
He
one.
actually goes through the full same conversation word for word as Tasik went.
Yeah.
Except Cled is just way more casual about it.
Let's see here. So let me see here. Shield. Where are shields on here?
They're at the bottom.
All right. No, they're not. They're at the top. Should you know?
Oh.
So so yeah, you can buy a sort of basic sort of plus a plus 2 AC shield. If you're willing to spend the price of 60 ceramic pieces.
Works for me.
Yeah. So, and as far as like armor, you want to go from hide to something superior?
Yeah. I'm thinking like a better version of light armor.
A better version of light armor. All right, they'll offer you some studded leather.
Okay.
That they're willing to dole out for 100 ceramic.
Works for me. So 160 total?
Yes.
Alright, can do. That's gonna leave me with 75.
I don't know how much money you have.
I had 235.
Okay. Yeah. Milo, what are you shopping for?
I'm gonna go to Nashi's.
That's my girl.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade in one of my bone great axes and my bone short sword, and I'm in the market for a swatter.
A swatter. Good man.
For the big bugs.
In a literal sense. Let's see here. So you're what are you trading in is my question.
It's a bone great axe and a bone short sword.
Okay. Yeah. So I will say
basically an even trade, right?
no.
No.
I'll say your understanding seems to be that weapons are being bought more readily currently. They're sort of in high demand right now. So you do get to sell them pretty solidly. But so the overall price is going to be 120 ceramic pieces for the swatter.
I blindly pay it.
Yep.
Wait a second. Medium armor doesn't give disadvantage on sneaking, right?
No, it just caps your dex bonus, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
So anyway, so now you have a swatter.
Can I
That's
retcon
stupid.
the purchase of the studded leather armor then?
I killed
Because
you.
I had hide that was medium. I know, I'm sorry. I forgot that there was a difference between the two.
Okay. Sure.
Because it didn't actually alter my
You can,
AC at
you
all
can
whatsoever.
retcon the purchase.
Cool. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Remember this mercy.
Remember the generosity.
Remember this as you're rolling up your fourth character.
That's right.
Before I get no armor.
Remember this warmth and kindness that I showed to you.
I just roll a monk.
That's right. All of this transpires. Is there anything else you guys would like to do this fine day?
Yeah. All right.
So
I think it's going to be one of these. I think it's going to be one of these leathery places or something like that. What would be a shop? Like if I know the city, okay.
So
what
I will
sort of
say,
shop?
For Nashi Skewers, that place has Wavirian guards, and the Chitinier's Armory has Stell guards. The
Shit.
Chitinier's Armory has more.
I want to go to Skin Dragon Leathers.
Okay. Skin Dragon Leathers. Sure. But you can't read, so you get lost.
Yeah.
I'm
I
with
just
him.
want to go. I want to go to a place that has a lot of dead things that look like they're becoming tanned and fixed.
I'm not with him actually. I
This-
went back. Never mind.
This also has a This also has a Stell contingent guarding it.
Okay.
It's a shop with a ceramic sign, with this sort of leather sort of nailed to it, that if you could read, but Fowler can't, because Fowler's with him, I believe, spells out Silkies. Inside the shop, it looks like a taxidermy kind of situation. And it's got a lot of like stuffed lizards and birds and stuff hanging out. The shop has like big 6 foot tall like windows that are covered by like this very, very thin sort of sheets that are sort of woven together. It seems to keep like the particles out, but the air kind of flows through it, so it's cooler than most places, honestly. Yeah, you guys sort of show up. At which point a man, a dwarf, approaches you. He's a very, very slender man wearing leathers that he's like layered in them in some capacity. They're clearly designed to be more aesthetically interesting than practical. And he sort of greets you. Why, hello there. How are you? Welcome.
Hey.
And he gestures to Silky Skin Dragon Leathers. How can I help you?
I hold up a Belgoy head.
Oh.
This smells. This smells and it's drippy.
Wish you would just get it on my floor.
I think he's asking you to try and preserve it in some way.
Oh, of course, of course. Well, I certainly can do that. I know a thing or two about leathers. Let me see that.
I start pulling out other heads too. I take out a Tarek head and a Psylop head and Mr. Smiley.
Yeah,
these also.
Yeah.
And start oozing on the floor. I'm sorry about that.
I wish we hadn't got it on my floor, but that's fine. I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. I work with leathers. After all, this isn't a first for me. And he takes one of the heads and squishes it and grips it firmly and takes a look into it, tilting from side to side. And he says, well, quite the finds you have. We usually don't do something as sentient, if you will, as these. But it's certainly not against our interests. We're willing to do something. What sort of preservation are you looking for, huh?
As similar as to what they currently are, I believe is what he's looking for.
Yes, like this, but lighter.
And
lighter
he doesn't
and
want them to rot.
Yes, not smelly and not so heavy.
Okay, absolutely. That's perfectly fine. We can handle this. No problem. We have some excellent preservation methods, that of which are my little secret. And he says, now, as far as payment goes, I'm gonna go ahead and say 15 ceramics for every head.
Okay. That's...
How many heads do we have on the floor here? I'm sure I can probably count faster than Milo can.
There's 4.
4.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Alright. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a deal and say 50 ceramics. How does that sound?
Yes. I just hold the bag for him.
Alright then.
I make sure he counts 50.
He calls some attendants and they come and they grab the heads and move them. Alright, well, I'm gonna need to get to work then! I'm gonna go ahead and send someone else to take care of this, if you'll go ahead and excuse me.
Yes, when should I return for them?
Well, it's gonna take a couple of days.
3 days? Okay.
I can do 3 days, of course. Won't be a problem at all.
Good, thank you. It was good to meet you. Thank you.
And it was a pleasure for you to bring me such fine specimens. Is there anything I can help you with, sir? I can't help but notice. Perhaps you would like a prosthetic that would look very lifelike. Hmm?
It once belonged to a man who looked a lot like you.
No, thank you. I've got another craftsman working on that already.
Well, if you happen to want some real quality, please let me know.
I will. Thank you.
Of course. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, I have to go back. And you see him pull out this dagger, and he pulls out this and just as he heads back.
You seem nice.
Yes.
Hey.
We
He takes
really
an
need to work
apron
on your.
off of the wall that's covered in like these smudges of like red and brown and stuff, and puts it over his neck and heads out back.
Yes. You know, something about this seems a bit fishy, but I can't quite put my finger on it. There are screams. No.
What's worse is there are just moans.
Yep.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Oh.
No, that doesn't happen.
No.
He just goes back.
We do need to work on your manners a bit, I think. You can't just go down with severed heads and just flopping them onto people's floors like that. They create kind of a mess.
But why? That's its job.
Because then they have to clean it later. He has to present this to people to sell things.
There is dust and
Is there
chunks
dust?
of clay. There's dust and chunks of clay on the floor of the brick store.
That he trod in.
Oh, I see. I got Yes, but that is an entirely different. He sells apparel and other things that are more upper end of society kind of items.
I just realized
It's
they
okay.
wouldn't have studded leather armor at the Chitiners anyway. They'd have it here.
Yeah, you're out of luck anyway. So
Well, he wasn't getting studded leather. He got something else.
That all works out.
He thought it was studded leather, and it was actually better. That's
but,
what happened.
But if you want studded leather, you can get some.
Nah. I like this whole defiler thing that's starting around. People are going to think I'm a
Yeah.
wizard.
That's right.
Great.
I'll try to be. Should I hand it to him gently?
Yes, or a table even would be more acceptable, I think. But it's fine. It's okay this time. Just, things to consider.
Yes, I will do better. Thank you.
He's gonna be
No
super courteous to the bounty hunter.
Oh
That's
yeah,
right.
for sure. It'd be great. I'm sure he's going to kill us both. It's fine.
Here is the ear. I have wrapped it. Please.
Anyway, so
Alright.
you guys head on back to the Porter's Reason.
Yeah.
Cled's dumb, so he gets lost. But
Yeah.
Aaron, do you also make it back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your chain infinity scarf
Yes.
Ye buddy.
There you go.
monster.
So yeah, you guys meet back at the Porter's Reason.
All right. So
Well,
what did you? I assume Cled's not here, so we're all.
Yeah.
I assume we're all sitting at a table like we often
Cled's
do.
returning his purchase.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, he's got to have the receipt and.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. You have to go through customer service.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So wait a second. We're back at the Porter's Reason, and we're just. Cress is still here too, and everything. Yeah,
Sure.
that's all. Still okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure I got the lay of the land still. So what did you get up to today?
I just
Trassa?
point to the infinity scarf and say, I had this made.
Is that from Tassik's armor?
Yeah.
I like it.
Milo actually came up with a fitting memorial to Tassik as well. We're gonna have shit, I forgot his name already. Starts with a B.
Oh, I know it, but I don't know it.
That's right.
That's fair.
Is
You're fucked. I'm not helping you.
Oh, I could tell him. Oh, wait, this is my chance. I can tell you a wrong name, and you'll have to.
No,
know
what I'm
that.
actually gonna say is, let me find it on the map real quick. I'm just saying the guy's name.
His name was Barnacle.
Because that's what we thought it was anyway. What was it?
His name was Barnacle.
Gotcha. Yes. We were gonna have him name the mine after Tasik.
Baranus, come on.
Baranus, yeah.
I have it written down, but I wanted it to be Barnacle, and Aaron had to say Barnacle.
That's why I wasn't saying it.
Okay. So.
That's nice. I like that.
Yes. Not enough for him.
First pick. Maybe we had a weird last name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have some work being done. Would you mind staying around here for a few days?
Yeah, that seems appropriate that we'd stay here for a little while. I got a few things I need to take care of around town too.
I'll leave next.
Okay.
Be my
I was
watch.
about to say that too, actually.
I'll take third watch.
And then Dennis leaves.
Yeah, I leave. Good luck,
Yeah,
guys.
Alright. Have fun, guys.
You figured out.
Let me know what happens.
We died. I get back.
Yeah, shit. I don't know how.
Oh my
but
god,
we
died.
We still got killed.
So anyway, so you guys are chilling out, having lunch. The porter's reason, I
mean,
guess.
Yeah, I'm waiting till nightfall. I got things to do.
Oh yeah, what's it gonna? It's 6. Or well, so we're not doing training. What's it gonna cost us for food and board while we're?
I'm just
staying
gonna say,
here?
stay here.
I'm gonna say 1 ceramic piece a day, for minimum.
All right. Okay.
Is that
Minimum.
eating salt serpent steaks too?
Yeah, that's eating really shit food.
Yep, gotcha.
It's actually lizard steaks, but if you're
Well, I mean, the same thing we eat for rations for weeks at a time while we're out on the road. is what I was
No, this
referring-
is different. This is
Gotcha.
fresher. I wouldn't say better. I would say fresher.
Variety, man. It's the best food we've eaten in a long time.
Ever. You've never eaten quality food, not once.
Does quality food exist in Dark Sun without a Sorcerer King or a
I
Rakshasa?
would say there's
It
higher
does, yeah.
quality. Oh, you know,
That's
you
right.
did
I've
eat a
eaten
grape,
quality
and
food
it was fucking
exactly
incredible.
once. That one grape.
It's fucking...
Still in my mind.
right.
Everything else is ash in your mouth in comparison.
It all tastes
Well
like
said.
brick in my mouth.
That's okay. I'm sure Milo would actually enjoy that. But
But
The rocks. Right, never ending story.
exactly.
So you guys hang out here. The food is not poisoned.
Good. That's good. That's ideal. I'm sure I've built up a resistance by now.
You would think.
Iocane powder. Anyway.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Never mind. I got more things to buy and think about later.
I'm also going to be doing my best this whole time that I'm... Pretty much any time I'm in the tavern at this point, I'm going to be keeping an eye on Cress
Okay.
as much as I can to make sure he's not up to anything funny or to see if he's talking to anybody that looks, like they're maybe from a trade house.
Okay.
If I see him looking at Crest a lot, I'll just go. I worked it out with him. It's okay. I talked to him.
What did you say and do?
I said that I would cut his head off if he threatened my friends.
It's a
He
bit
made
cliche,
me-
but
Made me pay my tab. We understand each other.
right. That's it's a bit ham-handed, but I suppose it's all right.
So
That's
what?
an anachronism too.
What? Yeah. So what specifically are we looking at for Crest? Like, what are we examining for? Just to see if he talks to anybody weird, like.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna or if he even goes to like the same table like multiple times. Like it seems like he's
Okay.
talking to an individual more than anybody else or anything like that. That's what I'm looking for.
I guess really,
So first-
if he talks to anyone, period.
First,
Yeah,
'Cause-
exactly. If he doesn't glare at someone,
First-
if he gives anybody any.
First, roll me a deception check, just to be subtle,
Okay.
just to see if you can hide the fact that you're watching this guy. Okay.
Yeah,
Now go ahead and roll me an insight check.
that's my specialty.
Okay. All right. I'm running out of players.
I'll be right back.
Jesus Christ. I quit.
I gotta call. I gotta take this. Sorry.
Yeah, you got more important things in my life. I guess I could just tell you since everybody else fucking left. Yeah, you don't really notice him seeming to have any real conversations with anybody. He seems the same sort of surly self, kind of looking over. He doesn't seem to be paying you any more attention than anyone else. That's it. He's just hanging out.
Gotcha. I didn't roll
Ah.
high. Gotcha.
Especially odd.
God damn it.
Really?
Okay.
That's defeated me, huh? That's... Okay. So...
Alright.
Are you guys gonna do anything, or... If you
I'm waiting
want,
till nightfall, pretty
I
much.
can basically do some time travel. And since you two are here, you can meet with the bounty hunter. Kind of a situation.
Oh yeah, that would make sense actually.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Okay.
Yeah, if you
Although
wanna,
I
if you
still
wanna
wanted
put
to get
that out of
my
the way.
hand and all that stuff out of the
Yeah,
way, which
well,
would
I-
have been technically that night.
Right. Yeah, and the only other thing is can I make I have this herbalism kit now that I'm like super trained in. Can I use that? Can I like make bandages if I get materials? Like, can I make bandages cheaper? Or, like, what does this let me do?
I'll let you make a
Just
band. I'll let you make bandages at half price.
Okay. Yeah, so I might get materials and dabble in that then,
Sure.
if there's any to be had. I don't even know,
Yeah,
or
you
just
can-
buy.
You can buy them at half price. No problem.
Okay. All right.
Um,
And they're four, or they're 8 a pop normally, so it'd be 4 a pop.
They're 8 a pop normally, so I'm gonna say that you can go ahead and do 4 a pop. I will say it takes you. You can make 2 in a day.
Okay. Okay, I'll max out. I'll get 6 then.
Okay, that's no problem.
I need 4. I did the math.
So
Alright.
you guys
Okay.
return and are chilling out.
Mm-hmm.
Again. Hi everybody.
Everybody's bought their stuff. Does anybody
Yeah.
else want to do anything for the rest of the day? You guys just want to hang out at the bar till night falls.
Could I quickly pick up a couple of short swords?
No, they're not on the ground. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, so.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, you can buy some short swords. What kind of short swords are we talking about?
Crap, I have the thing up. Let's see. Obsidian / stone.
All right. I'll say. Where do you go?
Just the standard weapon place that we've been to before. Let me pull it up really quick. It
All right.
is.
We'll say you go to Nasher's.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Short sword.
Oh, you should try to get 1 obsidian, 1 stone. That'd be sick.
Yeah, I'll say. You can get 1 for 8 ceramic pieces.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna buy 2, so that's minus 16. So that's. Got it. Cool.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
You guys gonna do anything else this fine day? Or just hang out? Feel good?
Just hanging out at this point, waiting for nightfall.
So, what do you go do, Mr. Faldier?
I go to the Elven Market, and I try to find my previous contact with the blowgun, although I'm not sure if he's necessarily the correct person for a prosthetic hand. I don't know if I know of a guy that seems like a very specialist kind of thing.
Like, what kind of prosthetic hand are we talking about? Like, what is its function other than to look like?
Like literally, it's just a wooden hand basically that I can use to maybe steady my blowgun if I'm going to make a ranged attack with it, and or have like maybe my bard's friend hidden underneath it if I can.
I mean, yeah, you can just have like a stonemason or something make that, or it's not like a.
Yeah. Not something I need a shady person to do.
You know, Milo knows a guy who's pretty good with bricks.
I was gonna say, you could get one
Satchel.
made out of some sort of
Made out of
clay,
brick.
Yeah.
some sort
Fantastic.
of ceramic perhaps.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
I could
I'll say
assist.
for just a basic one that's just gonna have a shape to it, and nothing else, no special functions.
Yeah.
I'll just say for 5 ceramics.
Sure. Cool. Yeah. Awesome.
So 5 pieces. You
Sold.
can have it made. It's no big deal.
I was expecting a lot more than that.
Well, he's giving you a discount since Milo studied under him, his tutelage.
Now I'll always have a piece of Milo on my hand.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I'm gonna help. I'm gonna like do the pinky.
Yeah.
Like I did that.
Yeah. You've got one.
That's my work.
That's right. You've got one beautiful new hand with a coke nail on the pinky.
Yeah, it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
Yep.
But in any event, yeah, you're able to take care of that, no problem. So the 17th passes on by, unless you guys want to do anything else.
Nope, not that day.
Okay. We come upon the 18th. Is there anything you guys want to do over the next couple of days? Do you have any goals or aspirations?
I mean, over the next couple of days, I know of at least probably one thing
Okay,
I want
besides
to do
meeting,
at night.
hang out with Milo and go and doing some sketchy shit at night.
Other than that, no. I don't got that.
I think I'm remembering this right, and if I am, I think I need to have a conversation with Shrasa privately at some point.
What is it?
I'm gonna text it to you, Dennis, and you tell
Okay.
me if I'm wrong.
Okay,
All right.
I will tell you. This is gonna be exciting.
Yesterday was Lizard Man, right? So today's Imp.
I'm too lazy to look. That sounds.
I'm pretty
true.
sure. Okay.
Yes, today's Imp.
Woo!
The 18th of
It's my favorite day of the week.
That's right. Oh, that's cool. On your special little journey, there's gonna be a magical thing. Okay, what am I looking at?
That should be thing, not think at the end.
I was wondering about that.
Damn it!
Okay, so hold on.
Nice. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I got nothing else. Nothing else I got to do.
Yeah, I'm set for the day.
So, so what are we doing? 2 more nights after this? Is everyone cool with us fast forwarding, or do you guys have any particular thing you want to do?
I'm good with fast forwarding.
I mean, I'm still watching for the thing I'm supposed to be watching for, but
Yep. And what does that look like? Are you kind of like on edge, kind of looking around?
yeah. Well, and I'm gonna just kind of wander the city a little bit because I start to get nervous that they're probably not just gonna walk in. So
Absolutely. But time passes and we go to what? 20th day? So wait, you got in on the 16th. So the 19th day of Breeze. And much as you guys suspected, this town is kind of it's definitely on edge, right?
Mm-hmm.
People are kind of at odds with each other. Factions are clearly divided up. House Vordon and House Stell are sort of one group. Houses Anika and Wavir are another. And then the sort of populace seem to be kind of rumbling in their own way. And finally, we see a sequence of a nervous Strassa wandering through the streets, keeping her eyes out. And there's a sort of pressure that you can feel Strassa on this day. But you don't see anything that clearly indicates to you a sign. Kled, you can probably see that the other three members of the group are all kind of on edge for various reasons or another. We probably see a sequence where Faldir is sitting up in his room, arraying his poisons, touching each one, reminding himself the function of each. He kind of makes a sharp hand movement to pull out the Bard's Friend, and then slides it back in with his clay hand. Milo is sort of sitting in front of a stack of bricks, kind of staring into them intensely in a sort of meditative gaze. And night finally falls on the city on edge. Faldir, you and Milo meet downstairs at the Porter's Reason.
Right. So
is time.
Where are we meeting him?
I do not know.
Should we just wander the city till we find him, or?
That was my plan.
Okay, that's fair.
Maybe,
Let's go.
Maybe you would know people to ask as well.
It's possible, but half-elf wears a dark hood and has a tattoo. Probably describes lots of people.
But it's on his hand. Or this one. Most
As you
people have
guys... That's true. As you guys step outside, you see a man in a black hood
both. I found him.
leaning against the opposite wall. He takes a step forward. He's wearing leathers. His clothes are ragged, beaten. Clearly a traveler. He looks up at you with dark eyes from past the hood. And he says, I'm guessing we have a friend in common. And he holds up his hand. You see the mark upon it.
No, showman.
Follow me. And you guys wander off into the darkness. You guys make it to some guards outside of the town. And there's sort of a nod and that similar old familiar handshake you've seen a couple of times, Faldir. As the ceramics are slipped into the guard's hand. And 3 of you are led outside of the city. The man turns, pushes the hood back. He's got elven features, but is clearly not fully so. He has a patchy sort of, not quite a beard, but some extensive stubble. And he looks over at you guys with sort of almost cool eyes. Alright. So what do you people know?
No, we must kill a man.
He nods. And he says, alright. He says, I'm gonna lead you to that camp. And there, you're to kill the leader. You understand?
Yes.
Yes.
I was told not to help you.
I understand.
He nods. Any questions?
Do you have any more information on the camp? Like, well, how many people we'll be facing or anything?
He shakes his head and kind of shrugs a little. He says, I don't know, from what I could see, about a half a dozen.
It's fine. Do you know which house?
He smiles. Now we're looking for specifics. 50 ceramics.
That's not a house.
He's asking you to pay him, Milo.
Oh,
I mean, I feel like the odds are pretty good that by the time we get there, we'll be able to determine what house it is.
Do what you feel is right.
I mean, if we don't, I'm sure we'll find out soon enough.
moment. Do we not? Should we not pay him? I have 50 ceramic.
I don't think it's going to be worth paying him. If you want to pay him, that's fine. It's your money. Do with it what you want. But I don't think we're going to get worthwhile information for 50 ceramic pieces.
I know a thing or two.
I give him
For
the money.
just the house? The 50 ceramic pieces?
Well,
What other information can you give us for 50 ceramic pieces?
for 50 ceramics, I'll let you know what the rumors are. 100, I'll give you my opinion.
He's gonna tell us rumors. I think we should pay him.
No. Alright.
Hold out 50 ceramic pieces.
I hold out 50 as well.
He snatches.
Making a
quickly.
killing.
Yeah, he's doing great.
Yeah, for
He's a
another
man of the
50.
people.
For another 50, I'll sing out the answers.
That's right. That's right.
Fuck it, yeah.
For 200, I'll do hand stuff.
Well done.
God damn it.
So he says, well, he says, rumor has it they come from Gog. Now, some think that it's a defiler of some fashion. A hit squad called out by one of the houses. I don't know if you noticed, but those
Tensions
houses
are
are
high.
getting a little testy lately. He kind of leans back a little more comfortable. Clearly, ceramics ease his tension. And he says,
As they do with most.
man, I'll tell you. But I think the better guess, if your gossip is to be believed, that is, that what we're talking about is a Templar. A Redmane who done decided they didn't want to listen anymore to what a Sorcerer King had to say. At least that would explain the bounty. He says, but if you ask me, it ain't a hit squad at all. See, I come up south from Balak. I saw some strange things on the road. House Bouvier had a caravan set up not far from Letopolis. And as I kept trucking north, House Anika sent a caravan there. With some scion lady there. If I can find his wine, let me tell you, I'd beat that pussy up, you know what I mean? And he says, I think they're cooking something up. And this is just to hold down the fort till they get back. Or maybe to lead in the brush fire that's to come. But like I said, I think the biggest thing you need to be concerned with is probably a Templar. Not something like the ones that sell their soul over there in gold, but the Redmanes. You know what I mean?
No.
I'm not familiar with the Redmanes.
Yeah, they're kind of the more public figures that the Oba sends out. See, she's got her dark hand that moves in shadows, and the Redmanes are the ones you see in the day. Not as dangerous. They still got a taste of that magic.
Cute.
Now, I'll be hanging outside the camp to see how y'all do. If you succeed, I have one last step in my task. Don't worry. I'm rooting for you.
Very well. Lead on.
Okay.
He takes you off into the night. And over some of the dunes, you can see a flickering of a fire. And you can see a couple of tents set up. You see a pair of men sitting around the fire. I'll go ahead and drag you guys to what you can roughly kind of see.
Shit.
Ba-doop. That's what we're looking at. You can tell the red mane, obviously, by the hair. That's your target.
Probably in the larger tent.
What color is the hair?
It's red.
Oh.
I assume. I guess I don't know for sure, but if I had to guess by the name.
Okay.
Before we go charging in, let me think about this for a second. I might have something that'll help us here.
If we could somehow get some slime in
That is
Only...
the ideal situation. So 20-foot radius means that it's like a total, like circumference of 40, right? Like that's the
diameter would be for.
diameter rather. Yeah, I said circumference. I'm like, that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I think I have something that can knock out these 3 guards that we see, and I think it's a safe bet that the others are probably asleep.
Yes, this Redmane is the biggest concern. If he's a defiler, we need to neutralize him.
He's a Templar, but yes.
He's a Templar, then probably that as well.
Yes. I think if I can put these three to sleep, then we should be able to sneak into his tent and maybe get a few hits in before he realizes he's under attack.
Good. Good.
Okay. I try to sneak up to the camp.
Sure. Which way are you coming from?
Which way are we facing the camp right now, from where we are?
I'd say you're more or less head on. You're right there. You're more or less back here, beyond the map.
I'm going to try and loop around the fire, like best as I can. Just like maybe be like over there somewhere.
You want to be over here?
Yeah. Like
How tenty are these tents? Like, are they like super tenty? Or are they like could someone like go underneath them and?
They look like they're staked down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
Woo!
I mean,
Does
I
the
can't
plan
remember.
go to shit?
I can't remember if we have to do it before or after. I'm saying no. I'm inspiring him with because we're buddies.
Okay. It's
Cool.
It's after, but
Okay.
Okay.
Well.
Friendship failed.
Let me see here. And you're just staying back, Milo?
Yeah. I'm gonna hang back, if I can. Like So it's nighttime, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And these bitches don't have dark vision, so yeah. I'll just stay. I'll stay as close as I can get while still being swathed in darkness and not visible through the.
Let me put it this way:
from
are
the
you
fire.
risking a stealth check? Because if so, it
No.
would take you one
Fuck no.
round to get onto the map.
Okay. The fuck no stealth check. No.
All right, cool. So let's see what they perceive. And hold on a second. Let me make sure it's all. That's correct. Okay. Ba-doop. Any.
Motherfucker.
Wait, can I?
It would be
No. No, wait. Can I?
Yeah.
Can you use inspiration to force other people to reroll things you don't want them to have? That's a thing, right? That's a thing that can happen.
It's okay. It'll be fine.
Man. All right.
Yeah, here we are. Bring it. I will follow in it.
Why do we ever stealth? Ugh.
Great. Good. Happy about this.
I would roll, but I can't click my dude.
All right. No. So you're not sort of there, but I'll drag you into existence. So now you can click your dude.
Right. Jesus fuck. Nice. Super fast.
Good. The good news is they can't crit me now because they already rolled 2 20s.
Man, my boys are on
How do you
point.
consistently do this?
He just
Because he's a monster.
he's got a macro where he just types in 20 and he colors it green.
Yeah.
And
This is-
we just accept it.
So, this guy is gonna go ahead and rush you with his short sword.
Great. That's ideal.
Um,
And he has a +7 to hit, and it's at this point that we realize we have fucked up.
Shit! Release the slime.
Might be happening already.
okay.
You tell Strasa, I'll only use it as a last resort. Literally anything happens. Ah!
First resort every time.
That's right.
I have no other choice.
So this guy is gonna go ahead, and he's gonna take a swing at you with his short sword while he sounds the alarm.
Oh, surely he can't do both those things at the same time.
Intruder!
Suddenly the alarm's a full round action,
Is
right?
he-
Awesome. Yeah, that hits. That's a non-zero value of damage.
I don't know why I did that.
Yeah, it's 0 damage, right?
0 damage. Take it. Run.
None damage.
I know what the problem is. I will fix it. Immediately.
Science.
Please don't.
It's because you rolled too many 20s. You broke your roll 20.
Yeah, you broke your roll 20. It doesn't work anymore.
See?
Alright. Ha! Oh, I guess I did. Well, that's okay.
No, for a second I thought it was 9
damage.
damage. I'm like, ow.
Yeah.
So 3 points of damage.
Oh, hey, 3. I can handle that. That's fine. That's not that bad.
These guys are gonna go ahead and turn the corner, and you're gonna see them pull out these sort of really rough crossbows, but they are not prepared to fire just yet.
Good. That's ideal.
You hear something going on from inside this tent.
Good.
And Milo, it takes your turn to appear.
Okay.
So you're gonna be here now. And it is now your turn, Paladin.
Sorry, do crossbows exist in Dark Sun?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's actually a special type of crossbow that shoots potions.
That's right.
Oh, right, the splat. Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm going to pull out a bag of spores.
Okay.
My little pouch that I have
Yeah.
full of poison weed spores.
Yep.
And I'm going to disperse them over this little 20-foot area where these guys are all distributed.
Yeah.
Like, like right up in there.
Absolutely.
And yeah,
Okay.
it's a sleep spell basically.
Yeah. So I'll say this guy is gonna go ahead and take a nap.
Good.
And
Good.
I will say that this guy will also take a nap.
Good. Okay. And I'm gonna take this opportunity to move somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Solid plan.
gonna say over here.
Absolutely. It's at this point that the bad guys are gonna go. Oh, I didn't do something.
Good.
It's not like a huge deal.
I'm waiting for the fireball to rip through this tent and hit me.
So you are gonna appear. And so now she can roll. Ba-doo!
I'm so much faster than this fucking Templar.
That's right.
It's gonna be easy.
That's right. So first, this guy is gonna look around a bit confused, and he's gonna, in a sort of panic, fire the bow at you, my good friend Milo.
Shit.
And he's gonna miss.
Oh, he gets another roll, doesn't he?
And his crossbow breaks.
The 20s are coming back to bite you.
That's right.
Not a very well made crossbow.
That's okay. And it's at this point that this guy, boop, is gonna wake up, and he's gonna come on out of his tent, and ready his crossbow. And then this guy, boop, is gonna come out of his tent, and look around, be very confused. Milo.
So I'm understandably upset because I thought everyone was just going to go to sleep and it was going to be quiet and fine, and also that someone tried to shoot me. So I'm going to get angry about that,
Absolutely.
among other things. And I'm going to...
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I'm going to go right there. I'm going to go right there, 30 feet from me, and I'm going to hit the dude whose crossbow's not broken.
You may do so.
I'm going to be reckless about it.
Yep.
And try out this new sweater.
Look at that. That's gonna hit. Wow.
Holy fuck.
That's a very good roll.
You're muted, Aaron. You're muted. Unmute. This is so exciting. Yeah, bump.
I just said 19 smacking because that's cracking me up.
That's a good hit.
Smacking damage. It's a damage check.
Is that the end of your
Uh-huh.
turn?
Yeah.
That's a good turn. At
Thanks.
this point, this woman's gonna step on forth, and sort of change the vibe a little bit.
She doesn't have to.
She
She doesn't want to.
she steps on out, holding a tricle, which is it's like a blade at the end of like a 6-foot haft that has these sort of 3 blades coming out of it, with these serrated edges along the shaft, below the foot-long blades. And she's gonna go ahead and go boop, 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 and say hi to Milo. And the first thing she's going to do is she's going to say, she's going to look at you, and she's going to look at Faldir and say, "The Opa sends her dogs to hunt, so it begins." And she takes 2 swings with her tricol, and this is an advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. So do not need to always roll at advantage, but sometimes we do.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So she's gonna roll badly,
Yeah, she is.
and then she's gonna roll well. So you take 5 points of damage, and then
4, I think.
Huh?
It's halved, right?
I guess that's true.
Because it's 2
Alright.
separate instances, yeah.
And then go ahead and roll me a contest. So you can roll either athletics or acrobatics.
Probably gonna go athletics.
Okay.
Oh!
But you best her, and you are not tripped by this attack.
That's good. Pleased about that.
It is now your turn, Faldir.
So this new contender we got, this redhead over here.
Yeah.
She got armor of any kind, or
Yeah, she seems to be wearing a leather armor. You can see that her hair is actually not like naturally red. Like there's like some brown, like this sort of sandy, sort of blondish brown roots.
Oh yes, I've seen the type.
along with-
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. Typical.
with
Yeah.
red hair that goes the rest of the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to dip one of my darts for my blowgun in Milky Wart poison,
Okay.
which blinds on hit.
Okay.
If they fail a con save.
Okay.
And I'm a shooter
Okay.
with that. And apparently I didn't ever put the blowgun back in my attacks, but it's the same as my bard's friend would be. So
That does hit. So she rolls a con save.
Yep.
Okay.
and my DC is 12, so she's blind.
Okay. That's fine.
I can't see.
And
Yes.
Yeah, it's not concentration, and she doesn't. Actually, she might repeat the save. Let me look up the text real quick. But feel free and continue while I do that.
Sure. So.
Yeah, at the end of each of her turn, she can repeat the save.
Okay. So she cannot see.
Nice.
And she says, she calls out a name, in Elven, and points from where the dart clearly struck her, and says, "Help me! Get that man!" And this guy's gonna run forth, and he's going to fire his lovely little hand crossbow at you, Faldir.
I dodge.
And so
I do dodge.
you might not.
Oh, so you get a bonus to the attack roll?
Yes. This is 14.
I don't dodge. Just barely.
Ooh.
Yeah, he would have missed, but he is inspired by her words.
Fucking Templars.
That's right.
Man.
So so you're gonna go ahead and take, man, that's also not working. It's too bad. But you're gonna go ahead and take. So first you're gonna take 4 points of damage.
I failed my con save, so I'm poisoned.
So you are now poisoned. So enjoy that.
I'm very happy about this.
I'm glad you did not roll an 8.
At this point, this guy is gonna go start taking swings at you, Milo, with his short sword.
He does have advantage.
I don't know why that didn't roll at advantage, but there we go.
Either will hit.
Okay. So he's gonna go ahead and deal some damage. So 4 points there.
Woo! Okay.
And this is now your turn.
Side
Neat.
note, you have advantage on the blind person.
Oh. Fuck yeah. Well, I'm gonna just normally, without any wreck, go for it, but I'm gonna say, as I'm attacking, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry for this. It is not personal. And then I'm gonna murder her.
Yeah, that would.
I don't know why that. Sorry, I'm gonna roll again because I should have.
Yeah.
I took my advantage off, thinking that that's how you take off
Right.
reckless attack. Cause
But you
that's
do
how
hit her.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad.
She does not.
For
Oh,
much
that is-
less smacking.
Not quite as much smacking as that first smacking.
No, the first smacking was a better smack.
So she's going to sort of. You see her hair sort of catches this sort of light that runs through it. And then the hair begins to disappear, running up the ends, and then she turns invisible.
Am I blind?
You can't see one person, and now you think you're blind.
And she,
You check to make sure you still have your hands.
she rolls at the end of our turn.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does.
Okay.
Yeah, that's successful.
And she does take a step back from this. So Milo, you can take an attack at disadvantage as you swat at her, unable to see.
Literally swat at her.
Disadvantage. I don't like that.
Then I can do it.
Nope.
I don't like that at all.
All right. It is your turn, Faldi.
Seeing that the situation's not going great. You said I am attuned to that
Yes.
to the amulet, right?
Mhm.
So if I remember correctly, when you said that it does, I can do Fairy Fire and Polymorph, right?
I mean, you can try to do whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. But I feel like if I'm attuned, never mind. No, that's fine.
It doesn't
Okay, cool.
work the way you think it does, but go ahead.
It cost you the other hand. Do it.
Perfect. I'm down with this.
Okay.
I'll put
Johnny
the amulet
Thumbhands,
for
we
one
call it.
hand, and yeah, great.
But you think you can command action from it. But what that action is...
Well, I'm debating right now because I'm not sure if she's gonna try and run away now that she's invisible, which will fuck us over real bad.
I mean, so I'm just gonna say, like, you basically have a deck of cards here. Fucking full of cards.
Well, my other thought is I go over to this guy who's asleep and stab him with the slime because it'll crit because he's unconscious. and
Okay,
almost guarantee
that's not what your other thought should ever be, though.
it's
I want
always
you
the
to.
other
I
thought.
really. I don't want you to be having that thought.
Okay, fine.
I'm not trying to medic. You do what you want. No, do what you.
Okay.
Do what
yeah,
feels
no,
right.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna look at this amulet thing and I'm gonna remember this cloud of glitter that it basically got thrown over us last time.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try real hard to focus and do that in this same area where she just was.
Roll me a d12.
That's a lot more options than I want.
D12s are the best dice. Oh my god. Good roll. Good roll.
Okay.
You're on top of a mountain.
I polymorph myself into a rabbit.
So,
Nice.
I accidentally minimized it. So, that's ironic. So, you grab the amulet and you hold it out. And you focus your energy onto it, your mind grasping onto it. And you feel what's inside of it begin to move. Milo, if you were to look, you can see the entity begins to dance. In your mind, Valdir, you hear a scream of pain. And then emitting from this amulet, this dust appears, silvery and white, and raises. And all the magic nearby is dispelled.
Not what I wanted, but it works. Oh hey.
Oh.
How's it going?
And
I quickly tuck the amulet away, never to be used again.
1 second. Yeah,
No, pull the card.
yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Let me see here. What's the range of Dispel Magic?
I want to say 15 feet, but I don't know for sure.
Okay.
That was 30, maybe. I don't know.
Might be 30. You're talking about the range or the radius?
The
'Cause
radius,
the
I mean.
It's not actually an AoE spell. You pick a magical effect that you want dispelled, and it dispels it.
Alright, well, I'll be nice and just say it works anyway.
Well, I would say the invisibility.
Well, it's not so much what you want, in this instance. But,
I see.
I will say, the scream sounds like this.
That's
We
what I
have to
thought it would
destroy.
be.
We have to destroy the amulet.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
that doesn't
That's what I
happen.
pictured in my mind.
No, it doesn't sound like that. It's just a scream of a woman echoing into your mind. But yeah, that's your turn.
God, that's so fucked up. I love it.
Dark Sun's the best.
I don't like this anymore.
It's so.
So this guy is then gonna run forward with his short sword drawn, and is gonna take a swing at Milo and his weird, evil magic.
Father and his weird evil magic.
Whatever.
Yeah, no, that hits me. That hits me in my weird evil magic place.
Okay.
I'm alive.
That's right.
I'm still conscious.
That's right.
Mother.
And it is now your turn, Milo.
All right. I shout to my friend, Faldir, stay strong. Help's on the way. And let you use a hit die.
Yeah.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. I am then going to scooch away and let that little dude flail at me, if you'd like.
Yeah, he's going to. So here we go. Ba-doop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm killing it.
God damn.
I'm a rock star.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now I will recklessly. I'm gonna, as I approach this lady, I'm gonna go. Just, you're only making this more difficult on yourself. And I will recklessly whack.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Good.
Yeah, she does not care. For
Yeah,
this.
that's some good smacking.
She truly does not care for this. She's going to glare at you and grit her teeth, blood trickling down her side. Damn you. And she's going to pluck one of the hairs from her head and press it to her chest, and it molds as she goes ahead and gives herself a wee little bit of healing. And that's her bonus action. And then, as her main action, she has advantage on you, Milo.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Misses. All right. So that's 3.
that is 3 damage for Mr. Milo. And then...
Wee, it's hurting. That. Well, I mean, that.
Yeah.
What is with the crits, dude?
I'm a rock star.
This 13, I mean 6.
That's right.
Okay. Yeah. I'm up.
Now go ahead and make me the
Right.
the challenge.
The challenge, and I fall down.
No,
that was
no.
a,
She
that was
rolled
a
6.
strong.
That
hit.
wasn't on advantage.
Oh, she doesn't have an advantage. Okay. All right. Mine was.
But yours is.
Yep.
Faldir.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to Milo. I'm going to say, okay, Milo. All we have to do is kill her and make it out of here. So just keep fighting for a little while longer.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good. I really hate for both of us to die here in the middle of the night with the rat.
Yeah. Everyone
Knowing
wakes up
what's
tomorrow
going
just
on.
like, hey, have you guys seen Milo and Faldir? I don't know.
Okay.
He
I'm
left
going
his
to,
bricks here. I don't know.
I'm going to then turn to this guy next to me, and I'm going to open the jar with the gibbering mouther in it.
Okay. Okay.
And it begins uttering these nonsense phrases.
Yeah. So he's gonna go ahead and make, what is it, a con save? Wisdom
It
save.
would be a wisdom save. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, no, he made it. Sad day.
Holy cool! You're a cool dude. He still takes half damage though.
That's
Yeah.
really
He does
freaking
still
cool.
take half damage, right?
Yeah, he does.
Dude, all right, yeah. Keep sacrificing limbs to get pieces of things. I'm
Yeah, he
fine with
takes more
that.
damage. Yeah, no, I'm enjoying this. I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
holy fuck!
Like Batman, but with random.
Yeah,
monsters.
Batman with just
Great.
pieces of creatures.
Alright.
Batman what with ooze.
Yeah.
And one hand.
So he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's not happy. But he's gonna go ahead and take a swing at you with his sword.
That hits.
Man, my guys are killing it.
Consistent with these 23s against him.
I don't care for that.
Okay. And then this guy's
He frowns.
go say hi to Milo. Is that it?
He has advantage. He has advantage.
Oh, okay.
And also, yes, it hits.
And also, so you take a couple more
Okay.
points of damage.
I do care for that,
Okay.
actually.
You enjoy it.
Yeah.
It is now your turn.
I go, oh yeah. All right. I'm just gonna say I'm sorry, as I recklessly smash her again.
You're just gonna keep
Yeah.
saying it until you
That's good.
eventually kill her.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah. She's hurt. She's not happy. And let me see here. She doesn't like at all how this is going.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah? You're feeling good about it?
So far, that fucking this bard dude. I like this guy.
That's my next character, is a bard too. Oh no. So she's gonna go ahead and there's a couple of options here. Yeah, she's just gonna go ahead and take 2 swings at you, Milo. Presumably with advantage.
Oh yeah. I'll do it.
So just 4 that time.
Shoot.
Hmm.
God fucking damn it.
That's the 5th crit you've rolled.
Listen, I didn't choose the thug life, alright?
I'm pretty sure Milo's still up though, right?
Yep.
Good.
Still up.
But roll
Still
me
up.
the contest.
Right.
Ah,
The
damn,
contest.
she's rolling terrible for these.
That's right.
You're fine.
But he stayed up.
That's right. It is now your turn, Faldir.
I examine the situation.
Mhm.
And while it still has a distinct lack of slime, I feel like that's still not a great plan.
Okay.
As much
With your
as I
gun.
want
Yeah.
to do this.
All right, we have the upper hand. Slime.
We're losing! Slime!
It's the only option I had.
We're eating breakfast. Slime.
Yeah, exactly. Every day, all day.
Yeah, when you get a bolt gun, everybody looks like a heretic. I know this works.
Exactly. Exactly. So, refresh your memory. Opportunity attacks only occur if you're moving out of someone's attack range, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So if I took a step towards this redheaded chick,
Yeah.
that's still okay, right?
Yes.
Cool. Good. I'm going to quickly dip my bard's friend in the Dune Freak venom that I have.
Yep.
And technically that shouldn't be an advantage, but
That crits.
and she makes a Constitution saving throw, or she's
Oh.
poisoned for an hour.
Also,
Oh, I'm at disadvantage actually, which actually would still. No,
Oh.
I'd have to roll a lower dice because I'm poisoned.
Oh, you're poisoned. That's true.
also, she needs to roll a d3, I believe.
Oh, yeah, she didn't. She's great.
Fuck.
So, okay, what happens here? So, a 10. Okay.
Yeah, so no, I don't
So,
hit
no,
her.
you don't hit her.
Never mind. Just
Okay.
kidding.
Cool.
Just yeah.
I
Good.
liked the effort, though.
Good
Yeah.
joke. Good joke.
So now, this homeboy, seeing all this shenanigans is not happy.
Mhm.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna take a swing. Like a boss.
Are you kidding, Dennis? That's the 620.
Anyway,
Like, we're trying here, man.
he was doing great.
The Rakshasa played well against us.
So you're gonna take a nap, Faldir.
Mhm. Yep.
And then Milo.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't want to roll another nat 20? Okay. It's the 19 for now. Oh, you get it. He has advantage, so maybe you still have a chance, buddy. Try again. Try again for that 20. Ah, darn it.
Okay.
Okay. Eat. So it's my go?
Yep. It is now your turn.
Alright. I think I'm gonna hit her.
Yep.
I feel like that's what
Hopefully
I'm
it's
gonna
enough.
I believe in you.
do. Yeah, I feel like a hit is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it without any wreck. Just
Yeah.
none.
You sure?
Please.
That looks reckless.
Please. Yeah, no, it's without any wreck. As
So
in-
reckless is
that's-
what
that's
he was
what
saying.
wreck.
Yeah,
I understand.
he wasn't shortening it.
14 is
Hilarious.
what we're looking for.
Please kill her.
Yeah. How do you want to do this?
Okay. Wait, so my thing, it's got spikes on it, right? I just want to, so, alright, I feel bad about this, so she's poking me and keeps trying to trip me and shit and hitting really hard and just struggling, and I feel bad. So I take my swatter and, I don't know, deflect an attack and then just bring it around and up and just thunk right into her chest. And I just kind of guide her to the ground and go, I'm sorry. I didn't want this.
Okay.
Had to happen.
You feel your blow crush her chest as she falls back into the ground. Blood rolls out of the side of her mouth as she gazes up at the sky. The single evening star resting in the black sky as her eyes go blank. This dude is going to run on over to her aid and try in vain to revive her.
Mm-hmm.
He will not succeed. The other one is going to go ahead and try to help hit you. He's going to scream out a loud "No!" and take a swing at Milo.
Yeah, very advantageous as well still. I mean, that's obviously, he's going to hit. It's just a matter of how many times do you want to crit today.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah? How you doing?
I had 4 life left.
It's okay.
No, I have 1.
You have one
Because,
now. That's right.
Yeah.
It's now your turn, Milo.
fuck.
To make sure she doesn't get revived, you must take the slime from my body.
You know it will save you!
It's the only way. All right. I'm gonna hit this dude.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't really feel good about this
Okay.
anymore.
Okay.
I was hoping he was gonna roll a 7.
Yeah.
Like a 7, I would have been all right
You
with.
did not. But yeah, you do hit him. Yeah, and that's gonna knock him to night night.
All right. I'm gonna turn to the dude tending, and I'm just gonna say, "Run, and I'll let you live." That'll definitely work.
Roll me. I'll say roll me an intimidation check.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
You may do so.
Yeah. So scary.
Yeah.
So scary.
He's not buying it. He sees that you're fucking about to die.
Ooh.
He stands up with his blade ready. And he turns and runs. You see, in that moment, you turn. Standing behind you is your bounty hunter friend. With his blade drawn. You can see that he is, he's slit the throats of the 2 men who were sleeping. And
Nice. I like it.
from his blade, blood drips. Milo, are you gonna try and help your buddy out?
Yep.
Okay.
I rush to his side. Try to stabilize him.
Yeah. You succeed.
Yes.
Roll me a D4, Faldir.
Woo.
1 hour.
It's the one time I want to roll a 1.
So as you guys are standing there in the desert, the bounty hunter looks around at you. Strassa, what are you doing this evening? Yeah, you.
What?
Yeah, like, what's
Me?
But what time is it?
It's late in the evening.
I'm probably about to go to bed then.
Okay. As you're preparing, laying down for rest, you feel the mark on your chest turn and move. And you know that somehow one of the tasks is done. Milo, you feel the same. As you lean over Faldir's body, having spared him, the bounty hunter looks down at you and he says, well done. He bends over with his blade, begins to saw away at the girl's scalp, peeling it off.
That's why you don't have magical hair.
Ties it to his belt, covers it a little bit with his traveling cloak. But my task is not yet done. I am to tell you something. The woman you killed this evening was named Avaril, daughter of Aegis and Lore. And he looks at his hand. And you can see that his mark has changed. Only one more left for me.
Shoot luck.
I wish me luck too. He turns and leaves.
All right. Well, with Faldir secured, I'll just check the tents and loot the bodies for
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
you find crossbows and short swords. You find, I'll say, what adds up to for one person, what would be about 8 days worth of travel of rations and rink.
Okay.
And you find what adds up to about 40 ceramic pieces.
Okay.
The hide armor was worn by the men, and the woman was wearing leather.
Okay. I'll take her Strykel.
Yeah, it's broken, but you can take it.
Oh, it broke?
Remember, she crit.
Fuck.
Didn't she fail?
That's right.
No, she succeeded. She rolled a 2.
Thought she
rolled a
thought she
2.
Oh, she rolled a
She
2.
succeeded at both her stuff, yeah.
That's right. No, so you
It
still
was one of
got
the
it.
crossbows that broke
It
early
was the
on.
crossbow that broke. That's correct.
Yeah. All right. Well, fuck everything else. Yeah, I'll just grab her Tricle. All right. Grab her Tricle. I'll grab my Faldir.
I equip one Faldir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He takes
An
up a
offhand
lot of
weapon.
slots in the little box that you have to put him
A little
in.
inventory
Yep.
thing. And with a sigh and a grunt, start. No, actually, all right. I take out my shovel.
I
And I dig
bury
a grave
Faldir.
for the woman.
It's the only proper response.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah,
My
I
lord
didn't.
doesn't understand medicine well enough.
I didn't realize he was okay. Like,
Yeah. But then, like, it's
I
like,
brought him here.
and then as you walk away, like a slime hand emerges from the
that's
ground.
right.
Yep. Fade to black.
Emerge, grasping a brick. No, I'm gonna dig a grave for the woman
Yeah.
and place her in, and just thought it had to be this way, and cover her back up.
Technically, you're hiding the evidence.
Then I'll grab my phone and
Yeah.
head back to town.
You
I imagine about halfway back to town, I wake up being drug along the ground.
by your ankle, just
Yeah.
I'll fireman carry
By
you,
one
buddy.
ankle, yeah.
You earned a fireman's carry. It's fine.
yeah.
You did a good job.
As you wander back into the city, sort of standing on a dune, there's a sort of shadowed figure with a wide brim hat, watching you make your way back into the city. Before you arrive back in. Do you do anything else this evening? Do you just lay old Faldir to sleep?
Yeah, gingerly lay him to sleep in his room with a grunt. Go to my room and collapse.
And a crunch of the mattress.
Yeah.
And a crunch of the mattress.
Yeah.
Just collapse in, exhausted.
Okay. Shasta, did you do anything when you felt the lifting of a task?
No, and I'm assuming that I'm sleeping by the time they get back.
Okay. It's up
Oh.
to you.
No, I don't do anything.
And you guys fall asleep. There's but 2 more tasks to go.
Hooray!
I'm sorry, Mike.
For what?
But that's probably going to be the session.
Why are you sorry about that?
Well,
That was
I mean,
cool.
You didn't get to play a lot. So
I am perfectly content with that. I'm starting out a brand new character, and there's not a lot of storyline there. Gotta work my way into it, you know?
Yeah, but so it goes. I hope you guys did enjoy it. You like that, Dan?
Son of a bitch, Dennis.